next year, opening game here at LCA, and then we'll be back there the following year. So it's kind of turned into a nice little rivalry, and I think our teams are better by playing each other.
Well, it all starts with their quarterback. Coach McNamee's son is the quarterback. He quarterbacked last year in the state championship game. He's a competitor, and he can throw the football.
He's an athlete. He's a big specimen. He can throw it in a window, and he can read a defense. I mean, he's a very good deal, and we're trying to prepare for them in about a 36-hour window. So we went from preparing for a wing T team. And throws the ball 5 times a game, but people's going to spread it out and make us play.
Well, credit to you, Coach. I talked to Coach McNamee on the phone yesterday, and he said the reason we're playing this game is because LCA is such a class program, and he really wanted to emphasize that you guys are a class program.
Well, we go back a long way. I coached Coach McNamee back when he was in middle school, so I'm telling my age here a little bit, but I know my son coaches in Little League down there, and I know most of these kids, and I don't know them. I know their moms and dads and granddads, so it's just a great opportunity to be able to play a quality team, and win or lose, I think we'll both be better playing each other to get ready for the playoffs.
I heard somewhere, Coach, that you played 4 #1 ranked teams this year. You don't dodge anybody.
We don't dodge anybody. We talked about iron sharpens iron. I think we've overemphasized that this year a little bit, but we have played 4 #1 teams, and Somerset was #2 at that time, and #1 in 2A, and then DeSales was #1 in 3A, and then Frederick Douglass was #1 in 5A. So I think we're going to stop at this one. Whatever happens, we'll stop at this one tonight.
Yeah, Pikeville, they come in. We talked about their quarterback. They've also got some good receivers, particularly Zach Lockhart, #10.
He's special. The kid can make plays. I mean, he's acrobatic. He can really embarrass you. He gets in space. He set the all-time state record with 7 touchdowns in 1 football game. And so he's electric. He can make something happen. The Birchfield kid can play a little bit. He can get after it for a sophomore. He's got a bright future. I know his dad and all that family real well. It's DNA and those guys. And then, of course, you've got the Collins kid at fullback is going to run downhill, and if you don't get your pads in front of him, he'll absolutely run you over.
Coach, Drew Nevis, your quarterback's outstanding. Selby's really been coming on for you here lately, and also Mason Moore's really been stepping up for you.
Well, I tell you, Drew Nevis has done everything we've asked him to do. He's a gunslinger. He can make things happen with his feet and with his arm. He's played within the scheme so far. I think he's thrown for 1,800 yards. And, of course, Jeffrey Selby's our workhorse on both sides. He gets after it and gets it done. And, of course, I told people early in the year that people asked me, who's a kid that we don't hear much about that we're going to hear about? And I said right off the bat, Mason Moore. Kid's a freak. He can play multiple positions. He's taken to the receiver deal. He can play quarterback. He can play running back. He can play linebacker. He can play cornerback, so safety. So, he's a very valuable asset. Tonight we'll be out the services of Xavier Brown. And Xavier just took a little bit of a ding against the Somerset in a physical football game. And just out of precaution, we want to hold him back. There's nothing serious. He's fine. He could have played tonight, but thinking there's going to be a soft track, we didn't want to do anything that may aggravate another knee. And, of course, we had a couple of other kids, our kicker and Elijah Hammond, our 2-way starter. We found out just before game time that they had an intermediate exposure, so they will not be able to dress tonight. So, we're kind of adversity, but as things happen, you just go play with what you got.
Well, next up, right, as they say.
Next up, next man up, and but we've got senior night, and we're just able. I think we're one of the few teams that's actually played 8 straight weeks. We've not had 1 week off, and we're trying to scramble to get games. I told the kids Wednesday as we were walking off the field, I said, guys, our game with South Oldham is looking a little iffy.
Yeah.
I said, but you have my commitment as a coach. And I'm going to do everything I can to find us a game for Friday night.
Yeah. When Coach Reed didn't get back to me, I kind of figured they were going to cancel.
It's the way it happened because we were both red. We hadn't been red in 3 weeks. But again, it's I told our kids the best ability this year is flexibility. You have to be flexible. You have to be agile, and they're in the same position we are. I have so much respect for Pikeville, and I think you're looking at 2 teams here that have an opportunity to make a deeper run. Mm-hmm. And I think this game only helps us other than sitting at the house.
Right. Keys to winning the game tonight against this good Pikeville team?
Well, they have a big, massive offensive line, and they're going to get after us. We got to be able to get a little bit of pressure on McNamee to make him make some decisions. And we think we've got some things that'll work. We're without a couple of weapons. Of course, Xavier's special, but we've got some other playmakers, and we'll try to spread it around and see what we can do. But it's going to be a dogfight. We expect that going in, and we knew when we scheduled it was going to be that way.
Well, Coach, we appreciate you taking out your time. Good luck tonight against Pikeville, and we appreciate you having Prep Spin out here.
Well, we love Prep Spin, man. We're a big fan of Prep Spin. They're the best in the business, and we just like to have these guys on there. They do a first-class job, and I told my people, I said, hey, we got the A-team in the house tonight, so thank you all for coming tonight.
We appreciate you having us, Coach. We'll come back on Prep Spin. We'll try to grab Coach McNamee of Pikeville High School and get his thoughts. This is the pregame on PrepSpin.com.
I wanted to get back on the basketball court.
I want to get back to the ref I used to be.
I want to get back to gardening.
I want to get back to playing with my band.
Only one team is qualified to get patients back to living their lives. Bluegrass Orthopedics has physician experts to assist in your recovery, whether it's an injury or chronic condition. Bluegrass Orthopedics provides convenient, specialized, and comprehensive care for your unique life.
Some things never change, like the sound of pads crushing against the equipment, the feel of cleats on fresh-cut grass, or the deep breaths from a full practice. Another thing that never changes, the feeling of relief when the whistle blows for break, and the savory snack to go along with it. This is a moment to remember. This is a Mingy moment.
Welcome back to the pregame show. We talked to Coach Charles of Lexington Christian. Now we're going to talk to Coach Chris McNamee of Pikeville High School. Defending Class A state champions, Coach, you come in with a really good football team, talented team, and you're led by your son, who's the quarterback.
Yeah, we've had a good start to the year, and unfortunately haven't gotten to play as many games as we'd hoped to. But I appreciate the opportunity that Coach Charles and Davis tonight to come down and play a really good team.
Yeah, you're number one in single A. They're number one in 2A, so a lot of good talent. He does have a couple players out. I talked to you earlier, I think yesterday I talked to you, mentioned Xavier Brown was questionable, and he will not go tonight, but they'll try to spread it around to some of their other weapons. Marty Moore's kid, Mason Moore, number 16, and they'll also try to spread it around to some other kids, I'm sure tonight.
Well, he's got all kinds of them. and we're battling the same thing. We got a couple kids banged up, and and obviously we want to put our best foot forward tonight, but the big picture is in a couple of weeks when the playoffs start, so we're going to rest a few and limit a few tonight, just depending on that.
Well, Coach, your team, you've lost one game this year. It was to Campbell County. You didn't play your best game that night, you told me. Was that at Campbell County?
It was at Campbell County. It was a 4-hour bus trip, but we can't make excuses. We went up and we got outplayed. I felt like we got out-coached, so a lesson learned there, and hopefully something that we all learn from.
You've got some weapons. So you start with Lockhart, who has a single-season record with 7 touchdowns in one game. He's a great wideout. You also have Collins, who runs downhill. He's a strong runner. So you've got some weapons to go to at Pikeville.
We've got a couple of kids with some experience from last year, but we've got a lot of kids that didn't see varsity experience last year, and they've progressively gotten better, as you would hope, but we still have a ways to go, and that's why we're just thankful to be playing.
Yeah, it is. That's what Coach said. He said, we'd rather be playing tonight sitting at home. So
exactly.
rather than that. So you've got Pikeville, LCA, your keys to winning the game tonight, you think?
Well, I think we got to do our best to eliminate the big plays, or big play offense. Defense, they do a great job getting to the football, so we've got to kind of take what they give us. I know it's old cliche, but just try to move the chains and keep it in our possession as long as we can.
Not a lot of time to get ready, huh? Just what, 1 day, maybe 1.5 days?
Yeah, we had yesterday's practice and just watching film, basically. So,
Well, Coach, we appreciate your time, and good luck tonight against a good LCA team, and thanks for talking to us.
Hey, thank you all. Appreciate it.
Chris McNamee, the head coach of Pikeville. We'll come back, set the starting lineups here tonight on PrepSpin.com.
High school sports have evolved thanks to PrepSpin. Tonight, catch all the hard-hitting action live and in real time as the game happens in 1080p HD video. Join us tonight for the Mingy Beef Jerky High School Football Game of the Week with the legend Gary Ball, Coach Mike Meehan, and the king of stream, William Moorfield. Nobody does high school football like PrepSpin does. The Mingy Beef Jerky High School Game of the Week comes your way now.
Thank you for our help and for the families that are represented here tonight that support these young men and have supported them throughout their lives. We ask for your blessings on this game and for the young men who participate. We ask your blessings on our friends who have traveled from far. And we ask your continued blessings in the coming days and weeks over this Commonwealth and this great nation. In your name we pray, amen. And ladies and gentlemen, in honor of our country and those who sacrifice to protect it, please stand, remove your hats, and face the flag for our national anthem.
Welcome here to Lexington Christian Academy. High school football tonight. Pikeville comes to town. The Panthers, the defending state champs in Class Single A, and Lexington Christian Academy, #1 ranked team in AA football. So should be a good battle here tonight. Lexington Christian comes in a little banged up. We talked to Coach Chris McNamee before the game, and he said he's a little banged up. So this time of year, both these teams have played. This is the 8th straight week that Lexington Christian's played, so they've gotten football games. And Pikeville comes in. This is the 6th game they've played.
Yeah, I know. And they were talking about having people banged up, but also playoffs are coming up.
Right.
And they're going to rest people a little bit. Now, they may not rest them the entire game, but they'll limit their play a little bit, especially if they've had a lot of work.
And you're exactly right. And, you look at Lexington Christian, Xavier Brown will not be in the lineup tonight, one of the top receivers in the state of Kentucky and the top rusher on the football team. But they've got other guys. They've got other components that they can stick in there when you talk about Mason Moore, Matty LeBrecq, Jeff Selby, Thomas White, Will Vernon. They've got some other weapons.
Yeah, I want to watch this Moore guy. I mean, Coach pointed out in the interview that this is somebody that he thought people would really have to pay attention to. So we're going to take a good look at him. And they've got some other weapons, like you said. Quarterback's excellent, Gary.
The quarterback is excellent for both football teams. Drew Nevis has been outstanding this year for Lexington Christian Academy. He has thrown some interceptions. You look at his interceptions, he has 6 of those, 18 touchdown passes, so he'll throw it in there. But you look at McNamee, he's got 15-3 a touchdown to interception ratio.
Right, they were talking about Nevis just being basically a gunslinger, and we when I was coaching here a few years ago, we had a guy named Lucas Witt who was a gunslinger too, but he also, like Nevis, they're very intelligent guys. They know how to look at the defense. They know what the defense is going to be. They're just not afraid to turn it loose.
You know, when you look at both these defenses, Lexington Christian and Pikeville both get to the football very quickly. And when they get to the football, they've got guys that know how to get helmets to the ball, wrap up the tacklers. So these are 2 really good defensive teams. That's why they're ranked number 1 in their respective classes.
Well, I know about Lexington Christian, and they're really well coached. But I talked to a gentleman that I'm going to feature at halftime in a UFO who on the phone today, and he was talking about the coach McNamee, how fine human being he is.
Oh,
Just a tremendous guy.
Great guy.
And obviously very well suited to coach this type of team, especially hired really good assistants, excellent staff.
Pikeville's offensive unit tonight will look at their starting lineup in Lexington Christian without Xavier Brown tonight. The center will be Brady Clark. He's a 6', 230-pound junior center for Pikeville. You look at the guards, they are Mason Sayers and Peyton Sayers. They go about 6'1", about 260. The right guard and the left guard are Sayers, and Landon Hammock will be the right tackle, 6'2", 240, and a junior. Ricardo Perez is a 6', 230-pound sophomore. He's a left tackle. And then you look at the backfield. Brandon Lowe is a 5'8", 170 junior. Wade Hensley is a 6'2", 180 sophomore. Nate Collins is your running back, 5'10", 175 senior. The other running back is Blake Birchfield. He's also an outstanding receiver. He's just a sophomore. You heard Coach Charles talk about him in the pregame.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to watch him because they use him out of the backfield a lot. He's supposedly really good hands. This is the first time I've seen Pikeville. I know you saw him in the state championship last year. Of course, different team. So it'll be fun to watch these guys and see what they're trying to accomplish tonight.
And saving the best for last, Zach Lockhart. He is outstanding, a 6', 170-pound junior, 41 catches coming in, 721 yards, 10 touchdowns. So he's caught the ball 41 times. He's took 10 of those to the house.
And how many games have they played?
They played 5 games. They're 4-1.
That's 41
in 5 games.
That's pretty crazy.
So Lexington Christian comes in. They are 6-1. This is their 8th football game. Their only loss is to Frederick Douglass this year. Of course, one of the top-ranked teams in 5A football. They will start at center Luke Hall. He's a 6'3", 230-pound junior. Neil Dickey is a left guard. Grant Vaughn is the right guard, a junior. And then the right tackle is Matthew Potter, 6'1", 250 senior. Anthony Johns is a left tackle, 6'2", 280 junior. The tight ends are Matty LeBrec, a senior. Mason Moore also will play at a wide out now, and Elijah Hammond is out. So you got Xavier Brown and Elijah Hammond out with the COVID situation there. Drew Nevis is the quarterback. He is a 6'1" junior, thrown for 18 touchdowns, and the backfield will be Jeff Selby, 210-pound junior. Will Vernon is a slot. Also, you have Thomas White back there for Lexington Christian. We'll set the defenses later, but those are the offensive units. The officials are out on the field. This field looks great, Coach.
It looks beautiful. Now, I don't think the football team played on this field all year, so it's in really good shape. It's a grass field. It's one of the few that you'll see, one of the few that Press Spin will cover, but it's a grass field and in really good shape.
And we have the game of the week tonight. This is really the game of the when you look at the matchups, number 1 in single A, number 1 in double A. This is one of the best matchups going on in the state of Kentucky right now.
Yeah, and honestly, there's not a whole lot of difference in 1A and 2A. I think that you get quarterly athletes. The difference is Pikeville's a small community where everybody cares. It's an event when Pikeville plays, and it's the same with most of the 1A schools. When I coached at LCA, we went up to Raceland. I thought it was the most amazing place I've ever been. Going to the mountains and playing, coaching, unbelievable.
So Lexington Christian and Pikeville here tonight at the Lexington Christian Academy just off Reynolds Road. And, I talked, coming in, I went over across the way and we talked to coaches from both teams, Coach Charles and Coach McNamee of Pikeville. Thank those coaches for the pregame interviews. And, Coach, you always like it when we go the extra mile here on Prep Spin to get the coaches.
Yeah, and I do, and I really appreciate some of the interviews that you do because you bring out some special things. And I think one of the special things, Gary, and I think you can comment on this, is how much they really, really appreciate each other playing this game after just Wednesday deciding it. How do you get a team ready? Like Coach Charles said, you take a team that they were going to play that ran a wing tee,
right?
And now you're playing a team that run a spread,
completely opposite.
And you got to get ready in 2 days.
That's like playing Scott County, isn't it? That wing tee.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you're right, and now they're ready for this one. But if you got athletes, athletes have to play defense, have to check up the runners, and have to be in coverage back there. So same thing for Pikeville and LCA. They've got some good athletes, so they feel like they want to get out here and play the game instead of, like Coach said, sit at home.
Yeah, blocking and tackling. That's what it comes down to.
That's what it's all about. So this is the Mingy High School Mingy Beef Jerky Game of the Week. We thank, of course, Mingy Beef Jerky for sponsoring the Prep Spin. William Warfield, the King of Stream, is on controls tonight. As always, we got Joe Allen and Ty Shadd up above with the camera work up on the top of the press box. And this is Prep Spin. We'll have all the game for you here tonight here on Prep Spin. We'll step out on the Mingy Beef Jerky, come back with the kickoff here. It's Pikeville and LCA here at Lexington Christian Academy in high school football.
By the numbers, Whitaker Bank loves the Kentucky communities we serve.
There are 50 Whitaker Bank locations serving Kentucky communities just like mine.
61 Whitaker Bank ATMs throughout Kentucky make getting quick access to cash easy.
Whitaker Bank staff serves the needs of nearly 70,000 Kentucky customers every day.
We share your passion, Kentucky. Love the bank that loves you back. Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky.
At Atkinson Centric Commode, helping you through your financial situation is our only purpose.
We're involved at every step, guiding you towards relief. Take the first step and dial 859-CALL-ASK or visit ask-law.com to schedule a free consultation.
This is where it all started, right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be for generations to come.
Same MRI, same CT scan. Same items, different prices. So why would you pay more for the same thing? Lexington Diagnostic Center and Open MRI can save you 30 to 60% compared to the costs of local hospitals. We have a state-of-the-art facility in the Lexington area. We believe that every patient deserves the best in affordable, quality care. Avoid surprise billing. Come to Lexington Diagnostic Center. Imaging focused on you.
Hi, this is Gary Ball for Crown Trophy of Lexington. Crown Trophy offers youth sports awards, corporate awards. They offer signs and a full line of promotional products. They're located at 2680 Wilhite Drive on the corner of Nicholasville, New Circle Road, just behind Starbucks. Stop by and pick up your copy of our 85-page catalog. Welcome back here to Lexington Christian Academy. Here come the Eagles out. And as tradition this year, they bring out the American flag, and a lot of schools bring out their school flag. And what is that yellow flag, Coach? You're an LCA former coach.
Well, the other flag is a support law flag, I think, police. But I don't know what the yellow flag is.
Okay. So the Pikeville's out on the field. Lexington Christian in the dark uniforms tonight, white numerals, and Pikeville in the white with the maroon pants, maroon helmets, and of course the P on the helmet. Or is that a number they've got on there like Alabama? Yeah, they got a number on their helmets like Alabama does. The Crimson Tide puts a number on their helmet. They don't put big A like you might think. So it's going to be Lexington Christian and the Pikeville Panthers out of Eastern Kentucky, the defending state champs, and we saw them play in the state championship last year, Coach Meehan, and they have a fine football team, and their quarterback, McNamee, he's an awesome quarterback. He is 6'3", 200 pounds, only a junior. He will be a legitimate Mr. Football candidate next year.
Well, we're going to have a good time watching him. I love to watch quarterbacks. I love to watch their feet. I love to watch the way they progress through their reads, and we'll make some comments on that today too.
Yeah, we're going to see some good defensive players too. You got Barrett Cotto, Nate Collins, the leading tacklers, along with Luke Ray for the Pikeville Panthers. They're the top three tacklers. And then you look at LCA, Matty LeBrecq is the number one tackler. He's got 81 tackles this year. That's outstanding. Jeff Selby's the number 2 tackler. And you got just some really good defensive players. Patrick Cheney's the leading interceptor. He's got 3 interceptions this year for Lexington Christian. Will Vernon plays some defense, and they got some good guys on the defensive line too that are some of the top sack men in the state of Kentucky.
Yeah, they're quick. They really go to the football. They coach that really well. One of the things Pikeville might want to do if they look at this defense is maybe run some counters, some back, sort of misdirection things, just to keep those guys out of place if they can.
Blake Birchfield and Zach Lockhart will drop back deep to receive this kick, and the kick will be coming from Will Moorhead. He will do the kicking duties tonight. Andrew Dobbs is not playing in this game.
Yeah, I heard the coach say that. Yeah, he's out.
He is out in this football game, so Moorhead has it teed up, and back deep, as we said, Lockhart back there along with Birchfield. They stand at about the 10-yard line, waiting from the kick from Moorhead. Short kick over the far side of the field, goes out of bounds. Somebody was offside, I believe, Coach.
Yeah, I think so, too. I think they're going to stop that, bring him back.
So he was not going to kick it to Birchfield back there or Lockhart. He was going to kick it to an up man.
Yeah, they're going to let that ball roll a little bit. I think he's
if that goes out of bounds like it did, they bring it out to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, they do. And, thank goodness they were offsides. Maybe they can get a little better kick this time.
Right off the bat, you see the effects of Andrew Dobbs not playing in this game. He usually puts it in the end zone.
I know, and you have to have these days. You have to have those kickers. We've seen some really, really good ones.
So a 5-yard penalty moves it back for Lexington Christian, and that will move up to the 20. We'll move up Lockhart and Birchfield. Birchfield's to the far side. Lockhart is to the near side. Here's a short kick down the middle of the field. It's scooped up at the 35, coming to the near side, and he's going to be tackled at the 38-yard line. And hustling over there, making the tackle coach for Lexington Christian. That was, he's got 21 on. I don't see a 21 on the jerseys on the roster.
No, I don't have a 21.
So 22 there for that is Coleman. Isaac Coleman on the carry, picked it up, and as we said, Lexington Christian Academy and Pikeville. Pikeville will start at the 38-yard line. And breaking huddle will be Isaac McNamee. He's got Nate Collins to his left. To his right is Blake Birchfield. Twin receivers out to the top. McNamee from the 38. And there's a mix-up in the backfield, and diving up to the 43-yard line. A pickup of about 5 yards, and that's going to be Birchfield. He was following the block of Collins, and also big number 73.
Yeah, excellent job by, again, number 21 on LCA. We don't have that on.
Yeah, we need to find out, William.
Find out who 21 is.
Yeah, we need to check with Terry Johnson and see who's wearing 21 tonight. I hate when these jerseys change like that on us, but we do not have a 21.
Yeah, and we want to give credit to him.
Yeah, so we'll find out who that is. Twins out to the top for Pikeville. And they give to the near side. Birchfield to the line of scrimmage and up to the 45, and he'll be tackled right there. Coming over to get him was Neil Dickey.
Yeah, Dickey did a really good job of sliding down the line of scrimmage and making the tackle. Nice job.
So 3rd down at about 3 for the Panthers. And I'm going to, William, did you text Terry and ask him who? Okay. All right. Let's see.
All right. We'll get it, Gary.
That's the disadvantage when you're not in the press box with the PA announcer. 3rd down and 3. Pikeville splits twin receivers to the top. 3rd down and 3 for McNamee. Fake pass and caught by Lockhart. He's got the catch down to the 40-yard line. Lockhart making the stop there.
For LCA, number 7.
That's McGahee, Shane McGahee.
And number 32.
And that for LCA, that is going to be Will Bivens.
That was a nice job. Really nice throw. Take a look at the replay. Little play action fake. Do that little slant pass. Double slant on the outside. Nice job. Good release, quick release. Nice throw.
So they have it at the 41-yard line. And when we get to a break, we'll find out who this mystery player is. Here's the handoff, and that's going to be Birchfield, and he's going to take it down to the 37. I tell you what, he's a workhorse, Coach.
Birchfield is a workhorse. I'm looking at those linemen. There's some big old linemen out there. Clark, the center, 73 the right guard. Sayers did a great job, and so did Hammock, the right tackle.
And, Coach, we have checking the time, if you'll keep the time up to date for us.
9:35. 9:35 in the first quarter. Yeah,
So
we'll keep you up with that.
2nd down, and let's call it 6. Splitting low out to the top. Now he'll send Birchfield over here. And to the right of McNamee is Nate Collins. And they give to Collins. He's running to and he bounces off a tackler and gets down to the 31-yard line. And number 11 came up there and got him, Coach. And that is going to be Johnny Bruce Drake.
Yeah, Bruce Drake, a sophomore, so we got some young people in there playing.
Yeah, 21 must be – he's a tall kid.
Big down, Gary, 3rd and 1, short yardage. During that wideouts, 2 wideouts to the left, tight end right. He's going to sit up in. Nice job by LCA that time, putting a stop to it. So that's going to be 4th down. Little argument going on here on the sideline on that play, but yeah, I don't think coaches were happy with the blocking scheme that they had executed that time. So we've got 4th and 1 yards now. 4th and 1 with, as you can see, 8:11 to go. LCA has a big stand here if they can stop them. They're definitely going to go for it. I would look for a long count this time. See if they can draw them off sides. Maybe snap the ball after a long count. We'll see.
Gabriel Byrne is wearing 21 tonight. Here is Birchfield down to the 30 and to the 29, and a good tackle there. And that was made by Jeffrey Selby. So Byrne is wearing 21 instead of 55. And he's made a couple nice plays already.
Yeah, he has.
I'm glad Terry Johnson answered his phone.
We got it. That's good.
Coach, we do
a good job. We do what we have to do.
Yeah, we want to get the kid's name right and everything.
Especially that dude. He's been playing lights out.
Yeah, he's been playing on the defensive line and doing a good job there with Johns and Neil Dickey.
They run that 3-4 look again. Oh, man,
Twins to the left, Coach. 1st and 10 at the 30. Fake now to Collins, and he is hitting a rock in the backfield. Good play by Lexington Christian, and there's Gabe Byrne again.
Yeah,
my goodness.
Oh, man.
I'm glad we got your number, sir.
Yeah.
Because you've been on a bunch of plays.
Next job, really aggressive out there, playing well. They're sliding to the football and covering. Pikeville's going to go back to the little play action pass. The LCA's jumping on linebackers coming up. They're jumping on the running plays.
6:45 to go. 2nd down and 12 for Pikeville. Lockhart goes out to the top. He goes over there with a low, and The backs are split to the right of McNamee. Fires left side, and it's caught and dropped.
Oh.
He had it right in the hands of Lowe and dropped it.
I'm wondering if number 6 for LCA, Parker Cheney, if he got a hand on that. It looked like maybe that ball changed trajectory just a little bit.
Altered it a little bit?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So knocked it down a little bit. 3rd down and 12. Here's a big 3rd down for Pikeville. No score in this football game. We have there's a replay, Coach, and let's see if Cheney got a hand. No, he just got his hand up. He didn't get a piece of it.
No, he didn't get a piece of it.
But McGahee was back there in defense as well, number 7 for. So wideouts, Lockhart and Lowe split to the top.
They're spread out.
Birchfield splits to the near side with Hensley. Rolling to the right, McNamee sets up, throws, and it is going to be caught. What a catch down inside the 10-yard line. And that is going to be Birchfield with a nice catch.
All right, this is one of those things that you watch for a quarterback when you're talking about the next level of football for him.
Right.
Excellent job. He throws this ball. I know you can't see it on that view, but he throws the ball before the receiver even makes his cut, Gary. He leads him to the sideline.
That's what you got to do.
Oh, absolutely.
And they get it all the way down to the 5-yard line. So 1st and goal for the Panthers. That was a big 3rd down pick up there by McNamee and Birchfield.
It was.
And there's a handoff, Birchfield. He's rocked back at the line of scrimmage, and they won't let him go. Good gain tackling there. And coming up was Neil Dickey. And let's see.
Byrne again.
And Gabe Byrne again. That guy that we don't know his number, but because we weren't given 21, but we got it now, Coach.
Yeah, nice job again.
And Matty LeBrecq, the leading tackler on the football team, helped out as well.
Yeah, Matty LeBrecq was in there. He's one of my favorite athletes that we've covered in the last couple of years. He and Nevis are the toughest kids. I mean, they're just like rock hard tough.
This is a long drive, Coach. It's taken 6 minutes and nearly 6.5 minutes off this clock. 5 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the first quarter in the opening drive of the game. 2nd down. Motion to the near side. And here's going to be McNamee. Gives around the right side and sliding is Birchfield. He slipped in the backfield and fell down. Matty LeBrecq was there, but I don't know if he'll be credited with that tackle or not.
Well, Will Vernon was right on it too.
Yeah,
I
Will Vernon.
Think he would have been there to attempt to tackle, and the LCA doesn't miss tackles normally. So, but again, that might be a little slick down there. We did have a lot of rain yesterday and last night. So,
3rd down and goal to 6-yard line for Pikeville. Last time they had a 3rd and 12, and McNamee hit in stride Birchfield all the way down to the 5.
Yeah, and again, they can throw it, they can run it. This is a good football team.
Lockhart out to the top. Collins is to the right, and a little jumping there, but McNamee trying to draw him offside, but they didn't go offside, and we're going to have a timeout called, and it's going to be called by Pikeville. Timeout on the field with 4 minutes and 45 seconds to go, so they've chewed up, 7 minutes of the clock here on this opening drive.
Yeah, and a really balanced offense. So they're throwing the ball when they need to. 1st down a couple of times. They're running the ball well. It's just a matter of LCA is going to have to buckle up right here and make a big stop, maybe force a field goal.
No score here in this football game, but Pikeville threatening here in this first quarter. This is the opening drive of the ball game. And, boy, I'm looking at the sideline there for Pikeville, and they don't have a lot of kids on the sideline, are they? There's there's a group on further down there. So they do have another group. It's Class A football. They only have 300-some kids in the school there.
Yeah, well, they got about 100 of them here. So
I know they brought enough school buses with this social distancing.
Oh, yeah, I know.
This COVID thing's been crazy, hasn't it?
It's amazing. And I have to admire these coaches who are coordinating their games and talking to each other, people that, maybe get on the phone 8, 9, 10 different coaches trying to find a game. And people, what did they say? Pikeville traveled to Campbell County
4 hours.
4 hours on a bus to play a football game.
Well, and you got to do what you got to do, Coach. And that's their only loss this year was to Campbell County. You know who coaches Campbell? Mike Wolf, the former great linebacker at Covington Catholic.
Yep. Mike's a heck of a coach, too.
Sure, Mike. And he also was an All-American at Thomas More College when I did the games on radio up there back in the 90s. He was a star linebacker.
Yeah, Campbell County, their teams have come around recently.
Birchfield and Collins are in the backfield as quarterback McNamee has 3rd down, and he's got Lockhart out to the top. McNamee, and gave it to the second guy through. Did he get on it? Yes. LCA's got the ball, And a recovery there by the Eagles. That was 24 came up with it, Coach. 24 got the ball.
Yeah, that was Nichols, Will Nichols, another sophomore. Yeah, let's watch this again. We're a little late. On replay, you can see that they were in a pistol formation this time. Usually their halfbacks are spread. This time in pistol formation, the running back's behind the quarterback. And take a look, Gary. It's just a mistake.
Yep.
It was a belly. The quarterback left the ball, but the running back thought that the quarterback had kept it.
So Drew Nevis brings out the Eagles.
Wow.
Motion to the near side, and Nevis going to keep it and tuck it, and he's going to run up to the 10. Still running, and nice run there by Drew Nevis. He got up to about the 15-yard line from here.
Yeah, nice run. Smooth runner. That was a quarterback run all the way. Get out of the end zone and try to get moving down the field a little bit.
You got Moore coming out all the way out to the bottom, and Twins to the top. No Xavier Brown tonight for Lexington Christian Academy, and that is a Division I loss right there. He's been offered by a couple of already has some D1 offers.
Yeah, he's really good.
In motion now to the far side, and there's going to be a give, and let's see, a pickup of about 3.
Yeah, that was a screen pass on the
outside. Screen pass, yeah.
And an excellent job of making the tackle. Number 12 for Pike.
Did this light go off, Coach?
Yeah, and number 5 both. Number 12 and number 5 for
Did
Pikeville.
the light above us go off?
Yeah, it did.
Okay, well, got to get some motion going on there.
Wilkerson and Birchfield in on the tackle.
Okay, and still no score. The first quarter of the ball game. They shovel around the left side and up to the 15-yard line. The ball carrier there for Lexington Christian, and that was number 8, Coach.
Yeah, here we go.
Lexington Christian, that is Tyler Morris.
Yeah, pretty good job on the outside, too, on the stop. We're going to try to get them a little bit more light in here, but it's okay.
So the quarterback gets the kick and taken by Pikeville at the 42 by Lockhart. Lays it down right there. So that was a quick 3 and out for the Eagles after they got the quarterback keeper that was successful in the first play, Coach. They didn't do much after that, did they?
No, but it was good to get out of the shadow of the end zone, thank goodness. It's tough for a punter when he's punting with his heels on the back of the end line of the end zone there. So they got out far enough that they can have a pretty decent punt. So
Pikeville will have it at the 42-yard line, and quarterback McNamee gives to Collins around the left side, hit and dropped into the backfield, and what a great play there. Turned in, Coach, and that is turned in by 24, and that is Will Nichols again. Nichols
on the tackle, and we can see it again. Try to get around the corner, and they didn't get the blocks. Nice job of pursuing by the Eagles.
So Nichols making a nice play, making his presence felt. Triple receivers to the bottom. Twins out to the top. Second down and about 13. And this is a passing situation. McNamee rolling to the right. Hit. He breaks the tackle. Stands up. Throws it. And it's going to be Moore with the pick. And he picks it off. Returns it up to the 40-yard line. What a pick there by Mason Moore as he picked McNamee off. And McNamee probably wishes he had that one back, Coach.
Yeah, he's trying to throw it out of bounds. He knew he was in trouble. He was trying to throw the ball out of bounds. He just didn't get enough on it. Maybe the ball slipped a little bit in his hand, but if you take a look at this replay, he's under great pressure again by our buddy, number
21, Gabe Byrne.
And then he just flings it. He tries to get out of bounds, but it just doesn't get there.
So Lexington Christian.
This is good opportunity, Gary.
Drew Nevis. He's got Moore with him. Also Jeffrey Selby, and also out to the right is Will Vernon. Twins to the far side. Vernon goes in motion, fakes it. Nevis rose up to the 41-yard line, hit hard, and knocked down. Big 59 got him there, Coach.
59 got him, but also there was another player, number 35, Gary.
Carson Hurt is 59.
Yeah, and Collins came in and tripped him up right there in the line of scrimmage. That was a really interesting play. There was a counter. They brought the guard and the tackle from the far side around there to block. But
we only have a minute 55 to go in his first quarter, no score. Nevis. And rolling to the right, sets up, throws. Moore's wide open with the catch to the 45. The defender fell down. He's going to the far side, all the way down to the 20-yard line. Mason Moore with the catch. The defender fell back at the 35, and he took it all the way down to the 20-yard. It's hard to see from here, but it looks like about the 23, Coach.
Yeah, Wade Hensley had an opportunity to make that play, but he slipped and fell, like you said, Gary.
So Nevis with wideouts both sides, first down, fake into the line, tucks it, and to the far side, and wrapped up there on a good play turned in. And
Luke Ray.
Yeah, Luke Ray turned that one in.
That was a good job.
And, Coach, he's only a sophomore.
Yeah, that was a good job. That was a real short tackle out there. LCA is going quick. They're on tempo offense. They are not huddling, and they're going as fast as they can. These officials will let them go.
Well, it's what they call that, hurried up offense. And shift to the right side. Nevis back to pass. Selby's open and fires down the middle, caught by Moore, and then he's going to be tackled down there, but he's close to the first down marker. He's got the first down.
He sure
down
did.
to the 10, inside the 10-yard line.
That was a Nevis special right there. He just zipped that ball on a rope, blew it right by the linebacker's ear, and made a great completion.
Well, Moore becoming a big weapon for Lexington Christian, isn't he, Coach?
Yeah, they talked about that. They said to watch him, so we're watching him.
Yep, and he's doing some good things. Wideouts both sides. Vernon goes in motion, and they give inside handoff and down into the touchdown LCA. And Coach, that was number 8 there, and that is Tyler Morris.
Yeah, nice job by Morris on a little counter play. That's an interesting formation that the Eagles have used in the past. There are 2 backs to the right side of the quarterback, and they counter back with one of them. Excellent job. I like that play.
So LCA strikes first on a Tyler Morris 8-yard TD run up the middle, and Coach, he was almost untouched.
Yep, he was.
They call him ATM, Austin Tyler Morris.
Oh, ATM, Austin Tyler Morris, the ATM machine. Yeah. He's good with the money, baby.
Yeah, and kick by Moorhead is up and good. 7-0 LCA. They strike first here against this good Pikeville team with 36 seconds to go in the first quarter here at Lexington Christian. We'll be back on the Mingy Beef Jerky Game of the Week. Hi, this is Gary Ball for Crown Trophy of Lexington. Crown Trophy offers youth sports awards, corporate awards. They offer signs and a full line of promotional products. They're located at 2680 Wilhite Drive on the corner of Nicholasville, New Circle Road, just behind Starbucks. Stop by and pick up your copy of our 85-page catalog. Crown Trophy is nationally known, but locally owned with 150 stores nationwide. Crown Trophy, the official provider of plaques for the Scholastic Ball Report and Prep Spin. Welcome back here. We have only 36 seconds to go. LCA strikes first on a Tyler Morris TD run. It was all set up by Mr. Moore, Mason Moore with the interception, and a great catch that set it up down inside the 10-yard line with a first down catch.
Yeah, it was a really good job there. Nice drive, throwing the football, running the football. Pikeville, they're going to have to really buckle down there on that passing game.
So back deep, Lockhart, and also back deep, Birchfield to the far side. I'm not sure that the LCA kicker, Will Moorhead, has enough leg to get it back there. So let's see what he does here. He gets it back there, and it's going to go. Lockhart's going to watch it bounce away from him. Go back, and he fumbles it at the 5, picks it up, coming out to the 10, and he is breaking tackles far side.
Nice job.
And then a great tackle there, Coach, turned in, and it was 7 there, making a nice play. and that's Chance McGahee.
Chance McGahee recovered. He missed the tackle originally, came back and chased it down, never gave up. Look at that. Never gives up. Comes back and makes the tackle. Nice job, Chance.
And it's a wonder, didn't cause a fumble.
Yeah.
A lot of times when you come back after a player like that with hustle, you make him fumble the ball.
Absolutely.
Illegal block takes it back half the distance.
That was the what do you call it? The block where you come back against the grain. The block, blindside block coming back. You can't do that anymore. You can't block toward the opposing goal line. Towards your goal line, I guess.
Remember, these teams had 1 day to prepare for this game. 1 day. That's unbelievable, Coach. Yeah. If you just had 1 day to prepare for somebody.
That'd be tough. It's
McNamee fires it down to Lockhart, and he goes up. Does he catch it? And knocked away by Will Vernon. That was a great play by Vernon.
Oh, boy. I'll tell you what it was, Gary. He just got his hand. Watch this replay. This is a great shot. Watch this shot here.
Watch this Lockhart go up with a great avenue, and Will Vernon just a better effort to pull it out of there.
And they just muscled the ball together, didn't they? They were arm wrestling in there. Nice job. Watch this.
Great job by
Nice coverage.
Lockhart thought he had it. Vernon said, no, you're not catching that ball.
Yeah, really,
Vernon almost pulled it away from him.
Yeah, really good coverage, both almost a good catch and almost a interception.
21 seconds to go in this first period. LCA leads 7-0 here at Lexington Christian Academy. Here off Reynolds Road, Gary Ball with Mike Meehan and the King of Stream. Up the gut, and that's running hard. Collins, he's up to the 25. He's at the 30, 35. What a run by Nate Collins, 35. Showing his stuff, 5'10 senior, 31 catches, 300 yards coming in, 4 touchdowns. And, man, that was an electrifying run. He nearly broke it, Coach.
He did. I mean, there were a couple missed tackles. You can't dive with that kid's legs. I mean, he's strong. He's gonna absolutely break those tackles.
He just ran over top of Selby there. You don't run over Selby. That's the end of the first quarter, so we head to the second quarter. Lexington Christian on a Ty Morris TD run, and they lead Pikeville 7-0 here as we head to the second quarter on the Mingy Beef Jerky High School Football Game of the Week.
Same apples, same phone, same coffee, same items, different prices. So why would you pay more for the same thing? Lexington Diagnostic Center and Open MRI can save you 30 to 60% compared to the costs of local hospitals. We have a state-of-the-art facility in the Lexington area. We believe that every patient deserves the best in affordable, quality care. Avoid surprise billing. Come to Lexington Diagnostic Center. Imaging focused on you.
By the numbers, Whitaker Bank loves the Kentucky communities we serve.
Whitaker Bank supports 496 Kentucky schools.
Over 282,000 students benefit from Whitaker Bank's Kentucky education initiatives.
Whitaker Bank has contributed almost $441,000 to education programs for the advancement of Kentucky's youth.
We share your passion, Kentucky.
Love the bank that loves you back.
Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky.
Same shoes.
Back here at Lexington Christian Academy, second quarter action, and the Pikeville Panthers trailing Lexington Christian Academy 7-0. And Coach, your thoughts of that first quarter?
I think we have a battle going on here. LCA had completed some great passes, but we're watching a Pikeville team that was backed up on a penalty after the kickoff, and they come out fighting, and they already got field position on the 35-yard line.
So Lowe and Lockhart split out to the bottom. You got to have a name ends with L, and give off Collins again, and he's going to be stacked up on a good play there by Tyler Morris, and Selby helped out as well.
Tyler Morris did a really good job. Hey, just in case people are watching this on PrepSpin, you can buy a copy of this game, especially this all of you LCA people out in Pikeville and the mountains. You can buy a copy of this game for $29.95. Just go to the PrepSpin website, and you'll see it, and you'll be able to pick it up.
So brings up very little gain on that one, Coach, up to the 35. It's going to be second quarter action, second down and 10 for Isaac McNamee, the junior quarterback. McNamee fakes, fires, and he's got his man Birchfield. He's trying to break tackles up to the 45. Moore had him, but Mason let him get go, and Selby came up and finished him. He's close to the first down marker. I don't think he has it, though. From my angle, just across from me, just shy of the first down. No, they gave it to him.
Give it to him. They were in LCA made a little switch there in what we call zero coverage. There was no safety. It was man-to-man all the way across the field, and that was a really nice job of picking that up by McNamee and throwing that little zipper right in there.
Oh, man, that was a dart, wasn't it?
It was a dart. It was nice. But again, when you have that man defense, you get matchups. You take a look at the field and you see who you can match up your receivers with.
Twins to both sides, and Collins is to the right of McNamee. Back in the pocket. McNamee fires over. He's got low, goes down at the 50. His knee touched when he went down at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, officials right on that. That was a pretty good job officiating.
Brandon Lowe with the catch, picked up about 4.
Lowe's a good receiver. He looks that ball in. It was nice. Watch this. Here's the replay. Good blocking out there.
Yeah, we missed that one, didn't we?
Yeah, I saw what I wanted to see, and that was number 73, Mason Sayers.
Yeah,
nice job of blocking.
McNamee fires it over there to Lowe. As he went down, he touched his knee there. So
I'm really impressed with Mason Sayers at right tackle. He's an excellent blocker. He's pass blocking like crazy.
Under 10 minutes to go in the second quarter. McNamee gives, and it's going to be Birchfield, and he's going to be stacked up on a great play there, Coach. And that is turned in. A nice play by Will Nichols. 24's played a well of a ball game for a 5'10 sophomore.
Right, and I'm watching a double team block. They're working a double team. Landon Hammock was part of that double team on one of the LCA players and just buried him. So they're really working hard on the offensive line, but they're just not getting that extra hat on that person that's making the tackle. It's really fun to watch.
Will Nichols, I believe, is the sub in there for Elijah Hammond, who's not playing tonight either. Xavier Brown's not playing. Hammond's not in there. And you got Dobbs, your kicker. Here's pressure. McNamee, he fires to Collins, and he is going to be stacked up. He is hit in the backfield by Parker Cheney, tripped up, and Cheney made a nice play back there, and that's going to be a 4th down for Pikeville, and they're going to punt the ball away to Lexington Christian, Coach.
Yeah, Neil Dickey also in on that. They didn't fall for that screen at all. They tried a little quick screen on the outside. Allowed the defensive line in to chase the quarterback. Threw a nice pass out there, but, man, it was covered.
So Hancock set to punt for Pikeville. Back at the 32. And low snap. Got the kickoff, a high kick. And it's going to bounce around at the 35. And that's where Pikeville will touch it down. Will Vernon didn't even get a return on that, but it's going to be at the 35-yard line. So LCA, they're up 7-0, and they're playing some really good defense tonight, Coach.
They're allowing a little bit more on the passing game, but a couple of mistakes by McNamee and a fumble down on the goal line, which could have been it was just a miscommunication between the running back and the quarterback. But, boy, I tell you what, he can throw that ball.
Tyler Morris is the lone man in the backfield with Drew Nevis. Twins to the near side. Vernon raises up, goes in motion away from us up here. Looking out that way is Nevis. Vernon sets up, and there's a pump fake. And Nevis looks left, throws it, and it's a catch by Vernon up near midfield. He's down to the 47-yard line, and it's going to be a 1st down. He's ran out of bounds over there by number 1, Coach. And that is Hensley. Wade Hensley ran him out of bounds.
Here's a little pump fake. There was nobody to pump, and then brought nice pattern.
Somebody broke their coverage, Coach.
Yeah, it looked like it.
Hensley on the play. It's the 47. Nevis inside to Selby. Selby around the left side, and Selby tackled on a good play over there. And that play turned in. Let's see who gets up over there.
44.
And
44.
Yeah, that's one of the linebackers there, Coach. Let's get him. That's going to be Cottle, Barrett Cottle, the second leading tackler on this Pikeville football team.
Yeah, he got there quick.
Down to 43. It's a 2nd down and 7 for LCA. With 7:48 to go in the first half. They lead 7-0. Inside handoff. Selby down to the 40-yard line. He's met in the hole right there. And meeting him in the hole rudely but that was a rude awakening there by Luke Roy.
Yeah, Luke Roy was right there. And I think Luke Roy, he was the one.
23 met him in the hole.
Luke Ray is what it is.
Luke Ray, yeah, Luke Ray.
Another sophomore.
Yep. 40-yard line, 3rd down and a long 3. Will Vernon goes in motion, away from us. Drew Nevis gives it back, fakes it, goes down inside to the 35, and he's going to be tackled, but he's got the first down.
Yep.
It's like a first down inside to the 35-yard line.
A little quarterback counter. They run that really well. Good blocking out there on the side.
LCA is so well coached.
They are, and what they're doing is they're motioning. Pikeville's in a zone defense, and they're rolling on the motion a little bit. And I think what I know from this offense, they're going to try to throw behind that safety when they move up. See the roll? Now they're in the cover 2.
Gahey in motion. They give a pass over there, and that looks like Mason Moore, I think, on the far side.
Yeah.
And we're going to wait and see. And
yeah.
Mason Moore with the catch.
And again, Wade Hensley on the play tackle. Okay, here we go. They're running the motion, and they're now Pikeville has gone into cover 2, Gary. They got 2 safeties on the hashes.
Mm-hmm.
So what you need to do here, what they want to do here, this is an opportunity to take that slot back. See.
Drew Nevis inside. Ty Morris with the handoff down the left side and dances over on the far sideline down to the 20, inside the 27-yard line, it looks like, from here.
Yeah, and a really nice job, again, of reacting to the football. They're running that ball well. They ran a sweep that time. Again, they're setting something up. And usually when they run that cover 2, they're setting something up to go behind that safety like a smash route, little corner route maybe.
Ty Morris comes in for Selby, and you've got triple receivers out to the near side. Matty LeBrecq is out there, one of those. Nevis, 3rd down and short. He gives around the right side and coming to the line of scrimmage, and I think he might have the first down. That's Ty Morris. Yeah, he got the first down.
Yeah, he turned the corner, and when he turned the corner, he had a Jeb Wilkerson in on the tackle. Here we go. We're going to watch it on the replay. Made that corner turn, and a couple defenders.
Just enough for the first down, Coach.
Yep.
So here comes the big number 57 in there. That's Hammock. He's checking in to play defensive end. And Nevis sends Will Vernon in motion away from us. Rolls that way. He's got some blockers out in front of him. Nevis cuts it back. He is going to be down to he's going down to the 10. And let's see where they mark him at. Boy, that was a great run there by Drew Nevis. He got all the way down, and he got a 1st and goal. Where did they mark it at, Coach? Let's check the replay.
All right, I'll tell you, this is blocking on this.
That was some blocking.
Great blocking.
What an entourage, huh?
Oh, really? I'm very impressed with the blocking. Yeah, Jeffrey Selby is a heck of a player. He's out in front blocking on that play.
Motion to the far side and handoff up the middle, and Vernon, and let's see, maybe down to the 3-yard line.
About the 3.
Stacked up there by, that was Morris,
yeah,
and Wright helping out on the play.
Yeah.
It's at the 3, 2nd and goal. LCA trying to go up here by a couple of touchdowns, and they lead this really good Pikeville team 7-0 right now. They're trying to add to that with 5 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the first half, Coach.
Yeah, I think the tempo is getting to Pikeville. That's a pretty darn quick tempo going by LCA.
Selby to the left, and Nevis throws, and it's going to be incomplete. That was Will Vernon, intended receiver.
Yeah, he's
it
usually
went through his hands.
Yeah, it just slipped right through his hand. He knows it, too. He's upset. He could have got 6 out of that bad boy.
Got to watch Mason Moore. He split out to the left. 3rd and goal at the 3 for the Eagles of Lexington Christian with 5:16 to go. In this first half, they lead 7-0 over number 1 ranked Pikeville. LCA number 1 in AA. Nevis. Vernon in motion. Now goes back to the near side. Fakes. Rolls to the right. Nevis looking, throwing, and it is knocked up in the air and picked off.
Oh,
intercepted.
Man.
What an interception turned in. We got to look at that again, Coach.
That was amazing.
That was Collins.
Yeah, but it came off somebody's hands. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, we're going to look at that again.
Take a look. Boom. We're going to run that back slow. We can take a look at it. It looks like number 9 for Pikeville. Yeah, number 9 for Pikeville reaches up there, but it might have hit off the hands of both number 9s, right? Yeah, number 36 for
35, wasn't it? Collins? 35 got it.
Collins,
We already
got
said
the
that.
interception,
Yeah, we already mentioned Collins had to pick.
That was an exciting play. But again, that was an opportunity lost for the Eagles. Let's see if Pikeville can get out of the hole, Gary.
McNamee now backed up inside the 10 with 5:06 to go, trying to march Pikeville down after that interception. Left side, he gives it, and there's going to be Birchfield, and he's tripped up. Let's see who got him back there, Coach. Who was in the backfield there?
24.
Selby was in the backfield,
44,
tripped him up.
Yeah. Interesting, again, I'm watching his blocking, and even though it wasn't much of a game, that was a tremendous job of blocking by Peyton Sears.
You know, Pikeville kept LCA out of the end zone. LCA could have gone up by 2 touchdowns, and now Pikeville with 4 minutes and 30 seconds, they're trying to have time to go down and tie this game up.
It was a fast half so far, really.
Lowe splits out to the near side, and they got a wide out to the top. There comes the light back on, our savior up top here. And McNamee fires it over to Lockhart. He catches it. He's at the 35-40. He's got one man to beat. McGahee cuts it back 45. He's at the 40, 30. He's gone. 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Zach Lockhart. Boy, that gets the bench fired up over here for Pikeville.
Yeah, it really does. We'll take a look at that again. It was pretty amazing throw and catch.
McNamee threw a good ball up there. Watch his play, everybody. McNamee to Lockhart.
Little play action fake. Nice throw.
What
right
a
on
catch.
the money, yeah. Right over the arms of the defender.
McGahee was back there, but he couldn't do anything with the speed of Lockhart. Lockhart already has a state record of 7 touchdowns in one game, and, Coach, that's his 11th touchdown.
Well, good hands, and like you said, good speed. There was not much a defender can do when he gets you try to cut that angle off and hope that slow the runner down so that somebody chasing can make the tackle.
Game of inches, Coach. Instead of going up 14 points, they get the interception on the tip, and then they get the long touchdown pass from McNamee to Lockhart.
Yeah, interception was a big play.
Here comes Hancock's extra point that will tie the game up, and it is going to be, and it is off to the left, so no good. So the lead still belongs to Lexington Christian, 7-6 here over Pikeville with 4:05 to go. And boy, we've got a good ball game here tonight at Lexington Christian. The Eagles and the Panthers here, number 1 in Class A, number 1 in Double A. We'll be back on the Mingy Beef Jerky High School Football Game of the Week.
Same shoes, same mixer, same computer, same items, different prices. So why would you pay more for the same thing? Lexington Diagnostic Center and Open MRI can save you 30 to 60% compared to the costs of local hospitals. We have a state-of-the-art facility in the Lexington area. We believe that every patient deserves the best in affordable, quality care. Avoid surprise billing. Come to Lexington Diagnostic Center. Imaging focused on you.
Folks, this is Gary Ball, and you hear my catchphrase, soup and a sandwich. When I want the best potato soup and prime rib sandwich, I head over to Rafferty's Restaurants after my games. Check out Rafferty's 9 great locations throughout Kentucky, and all you teens, you can eat at Rafferty's before those big ball games. The open prime rib sandwich is what legends are made of. Ask Joe B. Hall, the legend himself, it's his favorite. Rafferty's a big supporter of high school sports throughout Kentucky. Rafferty's, where the special is you.
Back, we're at Lexington Christian Academy, and set to kick off is Hancock. Trey Hancock does the kicking for Pikeville. He missed that extra point that gives LCA holds on to the lead, Coach.
7-6, almost halftime. 4 minutes to go.
So Hancock into the kick, and it is going to be up to the up man at the and he's up to the 34-yard line. Pikeville thought the ball came out of there, but it was held on to, and the return was made by number 14, and that is going to be Josh Terrina.
Yeah, and excellent job again. Hensley out there making the tackle.
So 33-yard line. LCA will have pretty good field position. They'll have 3 minutes 59 seconds to go in this first half. They lead 7-6 over the state's number 1 ranked Class A team, and the LCA the number 1 ranked AA team. Coach, you have to pay attention to those RPI rankings as well. Yeah. LCA's up there in the RPI. Pikeville's number 1 in the RPI in single A. Give around the left side and running with it up to the 35, and the ball carrier that time was number 6. That's Parker Cheney, the ball carrier.
Nate Collins on the tackle. And that was one of those hammer tackles.
Yeah, he's the leading tackler for Pikeville, number 1 tackler on the team. Caudle's number 2, and then Luke Roy is number 3.
This is the I like this offensive formation here. Bring him in motion.
Luke Ray. LeBrecht sits up to the left. Drew Nevis back in the pocket, fires, and it's caught by Matty LeBrecht, and he's going to be upended by Hensley, but he does get it up to the 40, close to the first down marker, but he's going to need a couple of yards.
This is a good battle here between Hensley and LeBrecht. LeBrecht, tough kid. Hensley obviously showed himself to be a tough kid.
3rd and about 2 with just 3 minutes to go in this first half. 7-6. LCA on top of Pikeville High School.
This is a formation that they were really deadly with before on the counter.
Side handoff to Mars. Mars first down at the 45. Still running up close to the midfield stripe. First down, Tyler Morris.
Yeah, that was a really good job. Again, that formation has given them fits. They put two running backs on the same side of the quarterback. Looks like a power formation that way, but they're coming back opposite to the weak side with that. Nicely done. Nice play call.
Well, they do not have Xavier Brown services. He's not playing this game. The coach, what they said was if it was a playoff game, if it meant more, he could play.
He'd probably be there.
Yeah, he'd probably be in there.
Yeah.
And, so he's not playing. Drew Nevis looking left, looking down the middle, and he's got the happy feet rolling to the right. He's got a block out there at the 40. He's down to the 35, and the linebacker came over there, Collins, and said something to him. He wanted to pummel Nevis, the quarterback, but he thought the better. I said, I'm going to get a flag if I do that.
Yeah, and Nevis thought the better of challenging him, too. He just went out of bounds. He said, I'm going to save myself on this one. That was nice running play. Receivers were covered downfield. He's going to have to look for the check down player sooner or later if he's going to get pressured.
Got to watch Moore. He's out to the top. He's got some good hands. He's had a couple of touchdowns, catches in the last few games. The fired over there. It's caught, and it's going to be Vernon, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds. Let's see, at about the 20-yard line. Will Vernon with a nice catch.
Good hands. Made up for the one he dropped earlier.
Well, we talked about, even though Xavier Brown's not in the lineup tonight with the ankle, we talked about some other weapons, and Will Vernon one of those weapons.
Yeah, the passing game and the tempo is really getting the Pikeville. They're having trouble with both.
So football here is Nevis. Fumbles it, picks it up, runs up the middle, and he's got and he slides down, and a late hit, and that's going to draw a flag from every official on the field.
Yeah,
every official on the field threw a flag on that because that's a late hit. Quarterback sliding down, and we'll take a look at that again, William, but the quarterback goes sliding down, and then a late hit there. So that'll be a unsportsmanlike. He fumbles the ball. Watch him take off here up the middle, and a good run in it, and then the guy hit him late.
Yeah. And he slid down. I don't think it was intentional either. He just slid. The field might be a little wet. You were out there on the field doing interviews. Did it seem a little wet?
Yeah, it was just a little bit, yeah. Just a little wet. That may have been the reason they held Xavier Brown out of this ball game. Football inside. What is that, Coach? Hard to tell from here about the 10-yard line?
Looks like it.
Hard to tell. Very hard to tell.
The lines aren't showing.
That's the only thing about not being high up in the box over there. You can't see the yard markers here. Nevis on a keeper around the left side hit, and he's going to be finally stacked up.
Yeah, he squirted through there a little bit.
Yeah, but he was already down, Coach.
Yeah.
So he was down to see. He didn't get much at all, maybe a yard.
Run a little sweep again. They're really testing that side.
Just a minute 17 to go, and LCA trying to get another score here. They lead 7-6 over Pikeville. Two good football teams here tonight. These are solid clubs. Nevis faking into the line, looking, pressure right side, and it's thrown high, almost picked off.
Oh boy, I tell you what, he was looking for what was that?
Lockhart, number 10, almost picked it off, Coach.
Right, he's looking all the way. I don't know. I don't understand that he's looking.
Vernon.
Yeah, he's looking for Vernon, but the receiver was open on the outside. They'll come back to that. They'll catch that receiver on the outside.
Third and goal.
This is where they had trouble last time.
Matty Lebrecht checks in, and we're going to have a timeout as LCA wants to talk about it with 1:03 to go in this first half. They lead 7-6, and they got a big third down here. They have no Andrew Dobbs to come in and kick field goals, so this is where if you don't get it here, you really miss him, Coach. But you got two plays here to get this touchdown.
Yeah, they've been down here, three times?
Yeah.
Twice they didn't make it.
Right.
A fumble on one, and then
interception. They've had some turnovers.
Pick six on the other.
Uncharacteristic.
Well, we got a minute. What's going on with the Scholastic Ball Report, Gary?
Well, this Sunday we've got a great show. William Warfield helps out tremendously with the show this year because we're doing most of it virtually. So we have Franklin County. The Flyers are on a great football team with Nick Broyles, a quarterback, and Coach Eddie James. They're the team of the week, and also Fred Ferrier. And then the Somerset Briar Jumpers have two outstanding players that are also straight-A students. We're talking about Kyron Sharon and Cade Grundy. And then we got a great feature on the Sayre Spartan, undefeated Sayre Spartans, a feature on the great season they're having over there under Cole Pennington, the quarterback, and Chad Pennington, the head coach.
And they're
Sunday at noon on the CW.
Yeah, they're a really good football team. That'll be a good interview. Father and son both going to be on there?
Let's see. Cole was on, and, Chad was on as well. Pennington.
Nice.
And I believe I'm not sure who else was on there but you and I have seen Sarah a couple times this year.
Yeah, enjoyed those games.
One game we did, and the other one was shortened by lightning.
Yeah, 1 quarter.
Yeah. So
I like that.
Nevis sends motion now. Lebrecht out to the right. Nevis back looking, fires, and it's tipped up. And then on the second, he caught it, and it's going to be a touchdown.
Unbelievable.
Cheney or McGahee. Who was that, Coach? McGahee, number 7.
Number 7, McGahee on that play.
Yeah, what a job by McGahee.
Here we go on replay.
He tipped it up to himself.
You'll love this. His little volleyball play to himself. Boom, off of 7, 2-7.
Tipped it up and caught it for a touchdown.
See, that's really good concentration. You know.
Here's the Moorhead extra point out of the hold of Moore. And Mason Moore does the holding. Waiting for the snap back. Gets it down. Kick is up, and it is straight through. So a big touchdown, an extra point, 14-6. LCA on top, 57 seconds to go in this first half. And I'll tell you, what a catch there, William, the king of stream. What a catch there by McGahee, number 7.
Yeah, that ball ricocheted off his hands. Let's take a look at the route, too. The route was interesting here. Yeah, just a comeback route. Where did 7 start with? Yeah, on the right side.
Yeah.
So he just came across a shallow cross. Let's see. Yeah, he ran a little shallow cross, and boom, ball was right there. Just got there too quick, didn't it?
Yep. 14-6. That was a big touchdown there right before the first half. 57 seconds to go here in the first half, and we want to thank Mingy Beef Jerky, all of our sponsors here tonight on the Prep Spin Network. And, of course, we want to remind you, next Friday night we'll have another big high school football game. I think the game of the week next week is still going to be Covcath at Lexcath next Friday night.
Oh, boy. That's a war. That's a war. Hey, I tell you, this weekend, the Pittsburgh Steelers play the Ravens, and that's a war. That's football, and I think that Lexington Covcath game is just like that.
Yeah, but last year they had Michael Mayer, Mr. Football, and
I heard he looked really good in the state championship game.
He had a pretty good game, yeah, and he also looks pretty good for Notre Dame right now too.
Yep.
So here's the kick, Moorhead, far side, taken in, returned up to the 25. And that's going to be Lockhart. He's up to the 30, and Lockhart is going to be knocked down right at the 30. And there's a host of LCA Eagles coming up there to get him.
Yeah, did a really nice job. He's a good runner. McGahee on the tackle. So good coverage, but these Pikeville guys can run. I mean, these runners do not go down on the first hit. LCA's been in man a couple times, but they've pretty much stayed with that zone look.
Pikeville, well, we saw what they did last time. It didn't take long. They went to Lockhart and took it all the way for the touchdown. Down the far side. This time they go with twin receivers to the near side, to the far side, and McNamee back to pass. Sets up Lockhart on his screen, and he drops the ball.
Thank goodness he dropped it.
Yeah, he dropped it, and it'll be incomplete.
Yeah, there was 2 or 3 people on the screen. They ran the defense out with the receivers deep and then tried to run the screen underneath it. But you know what? Lexington Christian is way too well coached for that. They're going to go to the football. You know, Gary, that's a funny thing. Defensive linemen, when they're on rushing the quarterback and they are not blocked, they're suspicious. And they take about 2 steps and say, wait a minute. I've been hit every play and nobody's hit me.
Yeah, something's up on this one.
I'm going to go ahead and slide out and see
we got coming up at halftime, Coach, we got your great UFOs.
Got 2 good ones today.
UFOs coming up at halftime. We'll try to get some stats here. Problem is we're in the old press box here, the visitors press box, and the stats are kept over on the new side, the other press box. So I don't know. We'll try to get some stats.
Yeah, well, we like it being over here because, we're pretty much alone, especially with COVID.
I'm talking about getting some stats, William. Can we get some stats from way over there? That's what we're trying to get.
I think that they should put a zip line in for us.
And just zip line the stats over here.
Stats right over here.
That'll work. Yeah. Got to do something. So, football at the 30-yard line. And we have just 45 seconds to go in the first half. LCA leads 14-6 over Pikeville.
Yeah, and this is interesting, too, with 45 seconds. The way they can hit the big play, anything can happen. On the other hand, mistakes happen, too. And you could give up a ball here to LCA for another easy score on a pick 6 or something. Man, that would be a mess going in halftime.
Yes, it would.
It's really important to have that motivation as you go in. You got to have Uncle Mo on your side when you go into the halftime.
Mason Moore already has a big pick in this game. Intercepted it for LCA. Looked like a kind of a broken play. McNamee was trying to throw it out of bounds, it looked like.
It looked like, he just didn't get enough on it.
So Isaac McNamee, the junior quarterback for Pikeville. With Lockhart out to the bottom. You got to watch Lockhart. And McNamee fires it over the far side. Caught and up to the 38-yard line.
He's stacked up by quite a few people in there.
Birchfield with the catch. Mason Moore made the stop.
Yeah.
We'll have another timeout with 36 seconds. That timeout was called by LCA.
Yeah, I just think that they tried to break that screen, maybe get a block and get some yardage on it. But LCA is not going to fall for that. There's 36 seconds, and they're not going to let anybody behind them. They're going to keep the receivers underneath them and make the tackle if they're going to catch it.
LCA leads 14-6. Well, we got a good one here tonight at Lexington Christian. Coach, we had a great one last week before the lightning hit. That ended up being a really good ball game. LCA won 20-13, but that was tied at half, 13-all.
Yeah, and of course it was only like a 1 minute. There were 1 minute and 11 seconds left in the first quarter when that lightning hit, and we didn't get to cover it because we couldn't come back the next day when we finished it. But you're right; those teams were really well matched. I thought that game would. Yeah. We predicted that when they finished that game, it was going to be a good game.
You had a predominant running team against a predominant passing team. Brosser was a well-oiled running team, and of course, Sayre's a well-oiled passing team with Pennington and Dennis and Jackson Marshall and Michael Madden and company.
Yeah, nice group of receivers, boy, I tell you.
Yeah.
Well, we've seen a nice quarterback in this game. And a couple two good quarterbacks and some good receivers too. But I'm really impressed with the blocking on the offensive lines of both of these teams.
Will Vernon has drawn that Lockhart assignment out to the near side and out to the far side. Birchfield, Collins, McNamee with Collins in the back. Here comes pressure from the backside. He throws it. Had to get rid of it in a hurry because there was a lot of pressure coming, and it was coming from the backside, Coach, and it was coming from Will Nichols.
Yeah, there had a lot of too much pressure on that. I thought it was really interesting. LCA's defense there, they lined up in that zone. It looked like that the receivers on the outside would be open, if like running a little slant. I was almost saying they're going to have to run a little slant there. And guess what? Shelby, at the last second, drifted out to cover the flat. He just moved before the ball was snapped to the flat. That took away the slant. And
I want to say
Isaac
McNamee had a little bit shoulder on that. Here's coming a punt now from Hancock.
Time on the play clock there ran out.
So 31 seconds.
Yeah.
LCA on top.
Delay a game, Gary.
They're moving back 5 yards.
Yeah, they've got play clocks at Lexington Christian here, and it really helps. The quarterback gets to see the play clock, and usually you can get those off, but that was a punt, so they had some trouble getting somebody on the field late, and that was the problem.
Coach was a smart one tonight. He wore his gloves.
Oh, heck yeah. I've been there, done that before.
Here's Hancock's kick, and it's going to roll and down to the 35 and then roll down inside to the 32-yard line. Will Vernon probably should have tried to run up and fair catch that ball, Coach.
Yeah, you know me, that's one of my big complaints. If you have somebody that can catch the ball, fair catch the ball.
Well, Will Vernon can catch it,
yeah. Then get it, because, again, I've said this before, when you let that ball roll, every 10 yards it rolls is a first down you have to get. You might as well go ahead and field it.
Pikeville and Lexington Christian Academy.
21 seconds to go in half.
14-6. Eagles on top of the Panthers. Number 1 team in single A. Defending state champions Pikeville, and number 1 team in double A, Lexington Christian Academy. Motion to the far side by Selby. Nevis back in the pocket, fires it down the middle, and a diving effort.
No, he dropped
and Matty Lebrecht couldn't come up with it.
Couldn't come up with the play. They got him open in the middle between those two cover 2 safeties, and had a slide to make the catch, but just couldn't make it. That only took a few seconds off, so it's 15 seconds to go here. They may try for a big one this time, Gary. They might try for throwing for the goal line this time.
McGahee is a slot man to the right side. Nevis rolling. McGahee going across the middle, and it's caught by Moore. Mason Moore up near the 40-yard line.
Gets out of bounds.
And got out of bounds to stop the clock. 11 seconds to go in the first half. Third down at about 3 for LCA. Here at Lexington Christian Academy.
Got those safeties back about 20 yards.
Drew Nevis, motion to the near side. McGahee goes back now to the far side. And Nevis back, looking, rolling left.
Oh.
And throws it up and just throws it out of bounds.
There was nobody over there.
Boy, that was a big-time hit being put on by Hammock, Landon Hammock, 57.
Yeah, we mentioned him before in this game. He really will hit you.
4 seconds to go in the first half. You'll watch this, Coach. Hammock is all over him, wreaking havoc. Look at that.
Bam. Just wrestled him to the ground. That's a big man, Gary. Hammock's a big man.
So that penalty takes it back to the 33. They did call intentional grounding on that, Coach.
Yeah, there wasn't anybody near that play.
And he wasn't out of the tackle box. Hammock wouldn't let him out of the tackle box.
No,
we have a timeout. You can't take them to the locker room with you. I guess you might as well use your timeout.
Might as well use it now. Come up with some hook and ladder or something. Here, try to get down the field.
That's right. We sure did.
Sometimes it works.
Yep. That's right. And that'll be coming up next week. Lexington Catholic will play Covington Catholic next Friday night in our final game of the regular season.
Boyle County's loaded again.
They're good. They're very good.
They're very good.
Are they good enough to beat Johnson Central?
I haven't seen Johnson Central. Usually Johnson Central is just big and strong and, executes everything really well. We'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll find out. Maybe. Well, I don't know. Boyle's got to get through Catholic. That'll be a tough playoff game. Lexington Catholic, I think they're ranked, 6th in the state right now, Lexington Catholic?
Yeah, overall.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a really good football team.
They really are. I mean, the record is, 4-2 now?
Well, here we go.
Twins to the near side, and Twins over to the far for Nevis. Nevis back in the pocket, rolling to the right. Nevis looking, and he's going to take a knee and go down, and that'll be the end of the first half. So the first half comes to a close, and Lexington Christian Academy here, 14, and Pikeville 6 here at Lexington Christian Academy. And both teams, LCA heads to their locker room, and Pikeville heads down to the right side of the end zone down here. That's where they'll have their halftime, 14-6. LCA on top here at halftime, and we'll be back with our UFOs from Coach Meehan on Unheralded Football Overachiever.
You got it. You got it, buddy. We're ready.
So halftime, 14-6. LCA leads Pikeville here on the Mingy Beef Jerky Game of the Week.
I wanted to get back on the basketball court.
I want to get back to the ref I used to be.
I want to get back to gardening.
I want to get back to playing with my band.
Only one team is qualified to get patients back to living their lives. Bluegrass Orthopedics has physician experts to assist in your recovery, whether it's an injury or chronic condition. Bluegrass Orthopedics provides convenient, specialized, and comprehensive care for your unique life.
Some things never change. Like the sound of pads crushing against the equipment, the feel of cleats on fresh-cut grass, or the deep breaths from a full practice. Another thing that never changes, the feeling of relief when the whistle blows for break. And the savory snack to go along with it. This is a moment to remember. This is a Mingy moment.
Sports have evolved thanks to Prep Spin. Tonight, catch all the hard-hitting action live and in real time as the game happens in 1080p HD video. Join us tonight for the Mingy Beef Jerky High School Football Game of the Week with the legend Gary Ball, Coach Mike Meehan, and the king of stream, William Moorfield. Nobody does high school football like Prep Spin does. The Mingy Beef Jerky High School Game of the Week comes your way now.
By the numbers, Whitaker Bank loves the Kentucky communities we serve.
There are 50 Whitaker Bank locations serving Kentucky communities just like mine.
61 Whitaker Bank ATMs throughout Kentucky make getting quick access to cash easy.
Whitaker Bank staff serves the needs of nearly 70,000 Kentucky customers every day.
We share your passion, Kentucky. Love the bank that loves you back. Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky.
At Atkinson Central Commode, helping you through your financial situation is our only purpose.
We're involved at every step, guiding you towards relief. Take the first step and dial 859-CALL-ASK or visit ask-law.com to schedule a free consultation.
This is where it all started, right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be for generations to come.
Same MRI, same CT scan. Same items, different prices. So why would you pay more for the same thing? Lexington Diagnostic Center and Open MRI can save you 30 to 60% compared to the costs of local hospitals. We have a state-of-the-art facility in the Lexington area. We believe that every patient deserves the best in affordable, quality care. Avoid surprise billing. Come to Lexington Diagnostic Center. Imaging focused on you.
Hi, this is Gary Ball for Crown Trophy of Lexington. Crown Trophy offers youth sports awards, corporate awards. They offer signs and a full line of promotional products. They're located at 2680 Wilhite Drive on the corner of Nicholasville, New Circle Road, just behind Starbucks. Stop by and pick up your copy of our 85-page catalog. Crown Trophy is nationally known, but locally owned with 150 stores nationwide. Crown Trophy, the official provider of plaques for the Scholastic Ball Report and Prep Spin.
Welcome back to Lexington Christian Academy. Beautiful cold night here. A little cold in the press box. We got a little heater going now. Great football game. This is Coach Mike Meehan here with Gary Ball, William Warfield, and we have halftime here at Lexington Christian Academy. And the score 14-6 in favor of LCA. Really exciting game. Gary and I will talk about that in a minute. But the first thing we want to do is what we always do is our UFOs, our unheralded football overachievers. And what happened was many years coaching, for me, 34 years coaching, and one of the things I've always noticed is there's so many people that really help out, so many people involved in the program, that they don't get much credit, at least not much attention for what they do. So we try to draw attention with them using what we call the UFO, the unheralded football overachiever. And what I do is I call each coach personally the week before the game, and in this case, 3 days before the game. Actually the day before the game, to get information on someone in their program, someone or some people who contribute to the program but get very little credit for what they do. Now, I have to admit, in most cases, they don't want credit. We don't care. We're going to give them credit anyway. So we're going to start with UFO for Pikeville. Coach McNamee names his entire chain crew, and these are good stories. I had a long conversation today on the phone with a really good gentleman, somebody I'd love to have sit down and have a bourbon with, or maybe if he's not a bourbon guy, a cup of coffee with. But Lynn Parrish began doing this chain gang stuff back in the 90s. He said they've been doing it for like 30 years. And he was so serious about being a chain gang guy, he bought his own chains. He keeps them at home, and he brings them to the game. And one of the funny things that he said that I got a really big kick out of was that the chains are getting old and rusty, and they're breaking. And the reason sometimes they're breaking is because they're a little older now. Some of these chain guys are in their 70s, and they can't get out of the way of the players a little bit as quick as they used to. So I guess these gentlemen that I'm going to mention in a minute were pretty spry in the legs before, and I don't doubt that they're tougher than nails being chain gang people from Pike County. Well, Lynn Parrish, like I said, has been doing this for a lot of years. He keeps the chains in his house, brings them to the game. The other players rotate occasionally, but the normal chain kangaroo is Gary Justice. He's owner of J.W. Call Funeral Home. They're all professionals. Then Jim Childress retired. And Jim Childress moved to Florida. Now, he moved back now, okay, so we're going to give him that. But he moved to Florida. He would come back for Friday night games so he could run the chains and then go back to Florida. Now, that's a man right there. That's somebody that really impressed me. Wayne Hancock is an attorney in town, and Bob Shirtliff is a former Panther, former player for Pike County, and played for the Kentucky Wildcats. So that was cool. And then Daryl Maynard is the other one that comes in and runs those chains. So really impressed with these guys. I really enjoyed talking to Mr. Parrish. And one of the things he said was he wanted me to make sure that we all understood, Prep Spin fans understood that these guys do it because they want to owe it to the community. They want to help. They want to contribute. They get a little stipend, and they donate it right back to the football program. So that's pretty impressive. So nice job by him and by those guys. And he also wanted me to say that Coach McNamee is a fine gentleman and an excellent human being. So excellent job, and congratulations to Pikeville's UFOs, the Chain Gang. The Chain Gang from Pikeville High School. All right, we're going to jump over now and do a little bit, talk about LCA. Coach Doug Charles, we know Doug Charles. He loves to talk, and boy, I tell you, he likes to talk about his program.
Yeah.
He loves his program here. So one of the things, here's the note I got from him, and I wanted to read this verbatim because it was pretty interesting. He said, "Good morning, Mike. I apologize for the delay in getting UFO information to you, as frankly, I wasn't sure we were having a game until 11 p.m. Wednesday night. It's true that this year has, here's his saying, and I love this, this year, the best ability is flexibility."
That's exactly right.
And I think that's very impressive.
That's exactly right.
In any event, you said, "Thank you for the opportunity to highlight another UFO. This is such a great thing that you guys do in recognizing the unheralded folks who volunteer countless hours behind the scenes for our program." He'd like to recognize Eric Gillespie. Eric has been a mainstay around the program for the past 5 years. He has 2 sons that participate in football at LCA. One's a 6th grader, and the other is a sophomore. His wife Allison is also willing to lend a helping hand. Eric is also a youth minister at Emmanuel Baptist Church in Lexington. It's an added benefit to have a guy with such high character and deep faith interacting with our players and staff. And I want to stop right there and put a little caveat from me. When I worked here back in 2006, 7, 8, 9, one thing I noticed was there's a great influence on the Christian faith here, and they love their faith, they love Jesus, and they're not ashamed to talk about it. They use it in the football program and all programs in this school. Very impressed with that. Okay, Eric has been a huge help in helping set up a game on the sidelines every week. This year has been a particular challenge, as every one of our first 7 games was on the road. And you mentioned that earlier.
Right.
This is the first game. Why, that field looks good. That grass looks like it hasn't been played on.
Yeah.
Well, it hasn't
looks
been played
brand new.
on. Yeah, it looks brand new. And so anyway, from loading and unloading the trailer to getting our communications set up, keeping up with the 13 headsets, etc., Eric has proven to be a valuable asset to the LCA football fan. Eric, Gary Ball's sitting beside me chewing on Mingy beef jerky while I'm talking. Now that's just making me saliva, and I can't talk very well.
I'm sorry.
I tell you, just like you're such a good friend. All right, Eric has proven to be a valuable asset to our LCA football family. Eric's faithfulness is to always get to the game in venues 2 hours early, and to stay late without any compensation. Is yet another true example of his character, selflessness and servant leadership. Our entire football program and I are grateful for folks like Eric Gillespie, and we sincerely appreciate his service to LCA. So congratulations to Eric Gillespie, from Doug Charles, the head varsity football coach at Lexington Academy, the LCA UFO, Unheralded Football Overachiever.
I think that's one of the best UFOs you've ever gotten because it was typed and it was sent to you personally. I mean, Doug Charles, like I said, that's what Pikeville told me is the reason they played in this game, they took this game, is because LCA runs a class program. That's class right there.
That's class on both of them. Excellent job by both.
Yeah, exactly.
So congratulations on the UFOs, and we really appreciate doing. We always care about those extra people that do the extra work on the sidelines.
And William Warfield, the king of stream over there. We appreciate all his efforts here on Prep Spin. Yeah, he's showing all the horsepower behind the broadcast tonight, and we've got it going on. If you're watching on Prep Spin, and we hope you are down in Pikeville, Kentucky, it's about a 2.5-hour drive from Lexington. And if you're watching around Lexington, Kentucky, it's halftime. It's 14-6. And, Coach, you've got a few numbers there, but I tell you, I can give you the scoring if you'd like. I can tell you the scoring. I don't know I can't give all the specifics of the time and everything, but I know the scoring got started in the first quarter with Tyler Morris going 8 yards out, and the Moorhead kick made it 7-0. And then as we went on, it was Pikeville scoring on an 89-yard pass from their outstanding quarterback McNamee to Lockhart, and then the extra point failed. The kick failed, and it was 7-6. And then just before the half, it was a tip drill by Chase McGahee. He tipped it up to himself, caught it, and it was a touchdown pass from Drew Nevis to McGahee.
Yeah, that's something you practice every day, the tip drill, but normally you don't tip it to yourself like that.
Yeah,
so pretty good.
That's
The only thing I want to say is, especially people from a distance here, people who aren't familiar with Prep Spin, you can buy a copy of this with what's called an SD card. It's $29.95. You and your friends can all get together. You can watch it. You can watch the instant replays and really enjoy the game. Just look on the PrepSpin.com website, and you'll see it right there. Yeah, it really is great for keepsakes. Hey, Christmas presents. Take it to a granddad or an uncle. We have people watch this game. We've had them in Europe. We've had them in Japan.
Yep.
We've had them all over the place. We've had soldiers in Iraq and
I think
Afghanistan.
Patrick Madden told us last Friday that he had folks watching over in London in England.
Yep.
He had folks watching in Japan. And what was the third country? Germany?
Germany, yeah.
So he had them watching from everywhere.
And I'll tell you one that tops that, if you want to say it. Now, it doesn't happen very often.
Okay.
But my wife and I support a school for orphans in Ghana. And they love just what going on in America. And they'll get on a computer, and they'll get 200 kids around and watch a little bit of American football on PrepSpin.com, and they absolutely love it. We get notes every once in a while. They want to know who that guy is eating that Mingy beef jerky, though.
I tell you, that's some good stuff, man. That's the first time that I've eaten Mingy beef jerky on the air this year, Coach. And, of course, you would bring it out and point it out that I was doing it. But that's okay. It's good stuff, that Mingy beef jerky. I tell you, they're our sponsor here on Prep Spin and the Mingy beef jerky game of the week. And we appreciate their sponsorship the last few years here on Prep Spin.
And what do you always say?
You got to try this stuff. You got to try this stuff. That's what I always say. We're still at halftime here, and it's Lexington Christian leading Pikeville 14-6 here at halftime. 2 touchdowns in the first half. 1 touchdown pass by Nevis, another touchdown run by Morris, and a touchdown pass of 89 yards from McNamee to Lockhart for Pikeville. And it's 14-6. And also we heard 35-28 was the last score we had, Bryan Station and Dunbar. Bryan Station was leading Dunbar, and that was in the fourth quarter over, and that game was played at Dunbar.
Wouldn't you say that those two teams made a huge comeback this year?
Absolutely.
Both of those teams.
Absolutely.
Wes Johnson over at Dunbar has just done a masterful job.
Yeah, and Bryan Station, William and I went out and talked to their coach a few weeks ago. Philip Hawkins had him on the ball report. Tell you what, you talk about a guy, he's 1 point away from being 7-0 right now, ranked 5th in the state in the big boy class, the 6A class.
I know, it's great. It's wonderful. I coached there for 19 years, and I always still support Bryan Station.
So we're about set for the second half kickoff here at Lexington Christian Academy. The Eagles Nest, and dropping back deep, we will have Will Vernon's back deep, and we're just about set, and teeing it up. Hancock has it teed up. We'll see two really good teams here tonight. Number one ranked in single A Pikeville, number one in 2A LCA. LCA 14-6. Here's the third quarter kickoff, and it's to the near side, and it's taken by Will Vernon. He's up to the 30. Vernon running hard up to the 33-yard line, and he's stopped right there.
Yeah, a good job for Pikeville. Looked like number 42.
42 is who I saw getting coached.
I don't have him on my sheet. I don't have him 42. I think it was 42, but 44
is Cotto. He's on a lot of plays, starting outside linebacker. So here comes LCA, 32-yard line, 1st and 10. They lead by 8. They have a little slot to the left, and Nevis fires it over there, and he's got his man up to the 35, up to the 40, and up to the that was a great catch. Tyler Morris.
That's a good first play to begin that second half. That was that same formation.
Parker Cheney. That was number 6, Parker Cheney, not Tyler Morris. Parker Cheney. Nevis. And gives up the gut, running hard to the 46-yard line. Bulls his way up there. And
on the bottom of the pile was Luke Ray.
Luke Ray. Picked up about 5. Tyler Morris now in there, running back for Nevis. Will Vernon goes in motion away from us up here in the press box. Now sits up as a slot. Fake now, rolls to the left. And looking, he finds Morris on a catch, 45. He is down to the 45 on a nice job. Lockhart made the play, but he got the first down to the 45 of Pikeville.
Yeah, he kind of ran over Lockhart that time. Lockhart made a good tackle. But
did you see that play, how it developed? Morris went in motion, and then it just went out about 5 or 10 yards, and Nevis just threw him the ball out there. He was wide open.
It went in motion and snuck out in the flat.
Out in the flat. So wide outs to both sides. And pass over now, and it's caught by Mason Moore down the 40-yard line. He's run out of bounds.
Yeah, again.
At the 30, got to the 38.
Yeah, another good job by Cotto, running him out of bounds.
Yeah, Cottle's the leading Barrett Cottle's a leading tackler for Pikeville. That's a pickup of about 7, 2nd and 3 on that catch by Mason Moore. Moore can play quarterback, he can play running back, and he can obviously play receiver. Some great catches tonight. Hand to right side, and Selby, he is to the 30 and down to the inside to 30 where he's tackled right there. And who came up and made the play there,
Coach? Number 9 jumped on right at the end to Sam Wright. But again, that was another nice play. They're really working that running game.
Yes, they are.
Really well right now.
Pick up for the first down inside the 30. Triple receivers out to the top. Moore, Selby, and Vernon are out there. Matty LeBrecq and McGahee are to the near side. Nevis, long count. Selby comes in motion to the near side. Fakes it, throws it, fires over the left side. Caught and down. And there comes a late flag.
That was that official threw that flag from a mile away.
Yeah, and that catch was made by Tyler Morris. It's going to be holding against the offensive line of Lexington Christian.
Okay, well, I have a second. People watch this. This is really interesting. LCA doesn't huddle. They line up quickly. And their offensive line does not get down in the stance. They have a 2-point stance. The defense gets in their stance. They try to get settled, and it's hard for those big guys to stay in that stance with their hand on the ground like that. And LCA will have a count, not snap the ball, look to the sideline, get the play, come back. And the defensive line is going up and down and up and down, and that gets exhausting in the game.
Sure does. Wears me out just watching them. 1st and 15. back at the 34-yard line. Nevis rolling to right, sets up a screen. It's caught, and it's going to be down to the 20, and Selby's going to take it to the house. Touchdown. Selby caught a bubble screen over the middle and turned around and nothing but green space.
He's got great speed. One thing I like about Selby is the acceleration. He can hit that fourth gear in just a heartbeat.
Watch this bubble. Watch this screen.
Yeah.
And Selby, that was a good block there by 54, turned that block in.
Yep, that's nice. That was really a good play. I love that screen pass. Just sneaks out on the outside. And nice block out there by Boggs, too.
Yep. So the extra point out of the hold of Moore is up, and it is going to be Moorhead, and it's good. So we're in the third quarter, 9:09 to go, and LCA jumps out 21-6 over this good Pikeville team, number 1 ranked team in single A. We'll be back after this timeout.
Mingy Beef Jerky, Hallway Feeds, Bluegrass Orthopedics, Atkinson, Sims & Kermode PLLC, BIM Group, Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky, Bumblebee Team Sports, Ken's Autos in Paris, Commonwealth Credit Union, BD Global, Commonwealth Hand Therapy, Fork Bank, Lexington Diagnostic Center, Strong Shop Fitness, Traditional Bank.
Same apples, same phone, same coffee, same items, different prices. So why would you pay more for the same thing? Lexington Diagnostic Center and Open MRI can save you 30 to 60% compared to the costs of local hospitals. We have a state-of-the-art facility in the Lexington area. We believe that every patient deserves the best in affordable, quality care. Avoid surprise billing. Come to Lexington Diagnostic Center. Imaging focused on you.
That's pretty good.
Takes it back at the 20-yard line, and they return it out. Still running to the near side, Lockhart, and he's going to be tripped up at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, he tried to break it back this way and outrun some people, but he got caught from behind. So
Josh Teorina with the stop there for LCA. Just shy of the 25-yard line. Pikeville, they're down 15 now here with 9 minutes to go in the third, so they got to battle back, but we know they're capable of doing that.
Yeah, they're capable of both driving the football and the big play. So look at the man-to-man. Okay. Oh, no, he's backing off. They're still running that same zone.
McNamee with Birchfield to the right. Gets to Birchfield, and he's running to the left, and Selby comes up and makes a closing tackle. That's a loss on the play there, turned in by Mr. Selby.
It may be. Honestly, I think Birchfield slipped a little bit on that too. So people are slipping. On this side of the field, it seems like they're slipping a lot. So I noticed down in the far corner, down in the end zone, there's a lot of mud down there. So that grass is breaking up a little bit now, as you can see.
Folks watching the Mingy Beef Jerky High School Football Game of the Week here at Lexington Christian, the Eagles and the Pikeville Panthers. Both teams ranked number 1. Pikeville's number 1 in single A, and LCA's number 1 in double A football. There's 6 classes in the state of Kentucky. Second down and 11 for McNamee. Fakes in the line, throws it over, and it's going to be Hensley, the intended receiver, and that's going to be, Lowe, the intended receiver.
McNamee has really quick release. I'm very impressed with him. Now, he's threading the needle on his receivers. You can get in trouble there. That was almost intercepted, I think. One of the things that the quarterbacks have to learn, and we mentioned this before, Gary, is you can read the zone, but you have to identify who your interceptor is, because it's not always the guy that's covering the receiver.
Hensley and Birchfield split out to the top. Lockhart is the receiver to the left. And McNamee back in the pocket. McNamee looking. And he is going to be sacked. Big-time hit put on there. And who came in and got him, Coach?
11 and 51.
And you know who else it was?
4.
It was Gabe Byrne got him.
Yeah.
Gabe Byrne, 21, got him.
Johnny Bruce Drake.
Look at it again here, Coach. Yep. It was Byrne in there.
Yeah, number 21 again.
So
54.
Punt coming, rolls back. Hancock barely got it off in a high kick, short kick to the 25, but it takes a good roll up to the 45-yard line. That's where Lexington Christian will have it. Boy, I tell you what, if they could score here, Coach, they're up 21-6. They can maybe blow this thing open a little bit here in this third quarter.
Yeah, it's making if they can score here in the third quarter, it's going to be tough to come back from because defensively, Lexington Christian, the Eagles have a very, very good defense. And even though Pikeville's got a good offense, when you get behind that far, it'll be really tough to come back.
Coach, it's 39 degrees right now in Lexington.
Yeah, I can see my breath here.
39 degrees, and it's going down to 34 at the 45, and give around the near side, and no gain. That's a big-time play turned in there by Pikeville.
55 and 35.
Collins, the linebacker, got Morris. Lost about a half a yard, so second down at the 46.
I'm watching this Perez kid, too. He's the edge player on this side normally. He is very aggressive. He plays his position extremely well, very well coached.
Looking, and Nevis passes and is caught, and then immediate Lockhart knocks down the receiver, and that is Will Vernon. A catch.
Shout out to Rhonda Beckett from in Nebraska watching the game, cheering on the Eagles. Go Eagles from Nebraska.
First down on that catch by Vernon. So Nevis, twins to both sides. Movement by Pikeville. Nevis rolls to the left. He's going to set and throw back across his body to Moore. He cuts around and fumbles the ball, and let's see, taking it, and Pikeville got it. Pikeville, as he fumbled it away. And
number 2.
Yep, number 2 there for Pikeville, jumped on it. And
Logan Reed.
Yep, Reed got it.
We'll see that again. That was a pretty impressive play on both sides. The fumble just came. Look at Nevis throw. Throwing back across his body. Yeah. Number 10 looks like he stripped it for him. Yeah, 10 stripped it. That's Lockhart, stripped it, and the ball came loose. Nevis, very impressive. Now, the utility quarterback, you got to be careful throwing late over the middle like that.
Yeah.
But actually, he completed the pass. Really nice job of throwing the ball.
Yeah. 6:23 to go in this third quarter, and LCA fumbles it away. And left side, Birchfield. He's to the 20 and bounces outside of the 25. And let's see who came over and put a late lick on him, McGahee.
Yes, McGahee did. And
Here's a close-up of that, Coach. Let's watch a close-up of that.
all right, we're going to watch a close-up. Williams going to pull it up on the fumble. Yeah, ball's loose right there. Pulled it right out of his hands. Yep, and just an errant play. You catch it. You see that a lot, though, when a guy tries to get extra yardage.
Yep, you do. That's usually when it happens.
Yeah, usually.
Trying to make a little bit more yardage out of nothing, and they pop the ball out of there. Up the gut and diving up to the 29-yard line on a dive. And let's see, the ball carrier was Birchfield again, Blake Birchfield.
Someone watching from Washington, D.C., too.
Yes, shout out tonight to all you folks watching on Prep Spin. We hope you enjoyed this broadcast in high definition. High school football here in Lexington, Kentucky. Gary Ball with Coach Mike Meehan, former outstanding coach, former state championship coach right here at LCA, Coach.
Yep, there's one.
And the king of string, William Moorfield. Second down and 8 for Pikeville. They're down 21-6. McNamee fires it up to Lockhart, and it's going to be knocked away. What a play by Vernon. That's the second or third time tonight we've seen a breakup by Will Vernon as he's trying to cover Lockhart.
It doesn't. He seems to have that knack of finding the football and getting between the football and the receiver and knocking it down. Just like you said, watch this. He gets between them and just reaches up and knocks it down. I wonder if he's a basketball player. He looks like he's got that rebounding capability. Will Vernon, nice job.
One of the captains.
You mentioned me coaching over here. I didn't have a big part in that. That was a great.
You were the quarterback coach.
Yeah, but there was a great staff here at that time.
Yeah, Paul
Raines did a wonderful job. Curtis Cotton, several others.
Third down and McNamee pressure, and that's nearly picked off. He was rolling to the right, and Selby came up and almost got it, and almost picked it off. Well, they're bringing the kitchen sink tonight. They're bringing everybody, aren't they?
They're bringing everybody. They're getting through there, but Selby is you can tell right now he's an intense football player. He looks like he hits the weight room really hard, and he is just mad because he's had a couple opportunities today, and just probably impossible catches, but he thinks he can make them.
He is a 6 foot, 210-pound junior, Coach Selby is.
I like that dude, man.
Yeah, he's going to be a good one next year. He's a good one now.
Yeah.
21-6, LCA leading Pikeville. Two of the top teams almost blocked, and there's going to be a flag. That's going to be roughing the kicker, and the punt comes up to the 40. Let's see, still walking down, 45, but it won't matter. It's going to be roughing the kicker, and that should be an automatic first down for Pikeville.
We got to look at this one real carefully because if he touched the ball at all, that's not roughing.
I don't think he did, Coach. He missed it.
It went between his.
Yeah, he missed it.
It looks like it went between his hands. And then he did.
He was right there, and he missed it.
Yeah, that was a good call too because he clipped his leg.
Yeah, so Pikeville gets a break as they get the first down up to the 44-yard line, and they've got 1st and 10 now. And I tell you what, Isaac McNamee, the 6'3", 200-pound junior quarterback, he has a touchdown pass of 89 yards tonight to Lockhart, and he's set up in business here now with 5:17 to go in the third, and LCA leading 21-6.
He's got to get some help though, Gary. He's not getting the blocking right now. They're really sifting through there.
Oh, LCA's bringing the house. McNamee fakes inside. Here comes that pressure again. LeBrack on top of him. Matty LeBrack is living in McNamee's backfield.
Yeah, they're just having major problems right now blocking. It'd be a good time to call a timeout and get your offensive line over there.
They called intentional grounding on Isaac McNamee.
Yeah, there was nobody in the middle there. He had to get rid of it.
Gabe Byrne was in there, but it was Matty LeBreck who was wreaking havoc. LeBreck is one of the senior captains on this football team. William and I talked to him back early in the season. Talked to Matty LeBreck and Will Vernon back early in the season. They're two of the senior captains for this LCA team. On the Scholastic Ball Report, that'll be Sunday at noon. Franklin County is our team of the week. And they set up a Birchfield to the 40, and he is hit, and nice Selby's going to rock his world back to the 40, 39-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and long.
Okay, Selby's a hammer. I'm telling you what, he's everywhere. He's just like a hammer. He just shows up.
He's a hammer.
He just shows up and just hammers them.
He's a
yeah, whoa, I tell you what, man. He's like that guy in the carnival. They have that machine, you hit the thing and it goes up and rings the bell. He knocked the top out of that bell.
Yeah, he's a tough kid. There's a lot of good players on this LCA team. Yeah.
Yeah, this defense, LCA defense is fine. They got 5 seconds on the play clock. They're not going to get this off. Barely did.
Barely got it off. McNamee fires, and it's going to be a diving catch. Yeah, they made the catch, and that's going to be low as he caught it down. You said you liked this low kid, Coach, and that was a nice catch.
I did. He goes for the football. He's got the hands, and he can scoop it up off the ground. An excellent job.
They got about 3 yards. They need 3 for a first down. And we'll take a look at that again on that diving catch there. There's Isaac McNamee rolling left, firing, and good catch there by Lowe. He had to go low to get that one, didn't he?
He had to go low. I don't know, man. It might.
You think it hit the ground?
I couldn't tell.
Yeah.
We'd have to go real slow on that one to find out.
So Twins out to the top, Twins to the near side, and a snap back to McNamee. And he fires it, and it's high, and it's going to be, there's more pressure by Gabe Byrne. And I tell you what, and 51 was in there. Neil Dickey was in there as well.
Aren't you happy that we got Gabe Burns' number?
I had to call Terry Johnson. I said, who's this 21 out here?
He's everywhere.
I mean, because he is making all kinds of plays.
Yeah, he's been all over the field. I think McNamee's getting a little bit upset now because he's not – it's really not him. He's not having any time at all to set his feet. He's not having time to read the defense. They're just in there, and they're going to have to resort to draws and screens and counters just to back those guys off.
And remember, Coach, LCA's doing all this without Xavier Brown.
Yeah.
One of our best Division I players. He's a junior. Sweep around the left side, and there's going to be very little running room there.
That was an excellent job.
And that was
30
Cheney.
Yeah, Cheney. Yeah, 35, right?
Parker Cheney.
Yeah, nice, really nice job.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of new players tonight because Elijah Hammond's not playing and Xavier Brown is not playing.
Nate Collins is playing well, though. Okay.
And Dobbs isn't kicking tonight for LCA anyway, and they lead 21-6.
Dobbs is a weapon, too.
Give into the line. Selby coming to the near side. Slips right there on the turf. Slips at the 47-yard line.
Yeah, they've been really hitting that outside, running the outside plays, trying to pin that the edge player inside.
And Evan Brown, number 18, is in there for LCA. They split up. It's got to be related to Xavier Brown.
It could be, yeah. Brown.
He is only a sophomore.
Yeah, Major Brown.
Evan Brown. And Xavier Brown is not playing tonight. And they bring Morse in the ball game. Morse running back. They fake it to him. Nevis keeps it to the 40 and got the first down to the 40-yard line. Drew Nevis. Yeah, I'll tell you what, this LCA team is just a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, really good solid tackle to bring him down, but he turns upfield with abandon. He just goes when he turns upfield.
Selby splits out to the left. Will Vernon and McGahee come out to the near side to join Brown. Now McGahee splits out to the left. Triple receivers to the top. Nevis, first down and 10 at the 40-yard line of Pikeville. 1:55 to go in the third quarter of action here from LCA. Will Vernon in motion. And Nevis going to fire it out there to him. He's behind some blockers, running over the left side. And what a great tackle over there.
Again, 35.
That's the linebacker, and that's going to be Nate Collins, the linebacker.
I like that kid, too. He really can accelerate to the football.
He had to accelerate that time.
Yeah, that was an interesting motion. They ran the motion, and if you'll notice, the motion man is 5-6 yards behind the quarterback, so that's a lateral.
Collins came out of nowhere and made that play, didn't he?
Yeah. Really nice play. Good speed.
Minute 20 to go, third quarter. Nevis sets up a screen, and it's caught, and it's going to be Moore. Mason still running, and he's down inside the 25-yard line.
Yeah, an aggressive screen. That's what some people call slip screen. We used to call it a jailbreak screen because when that running back turns back inside, he's got to have some linemen out in front of him in order to get anywhere, or he's going to get hit. You got somebody coming out of the game right now.
Then we got a player, Chase McGahee, down for Lexington Christian, number 7. Looks like he's cramping up, Coach. Well, we've had a lot of those cramps, haven't we, this year on this prep spin?
Yeah, we've seen a lot of that. Actually, Nate Collins just came out of the game limping a little bit.
Well, that'd be a big loss.
Oh, big loss, big loss.
He's a stud linebacker. Mm-hmm. We have 1:06 to go in this third quarter. Gary Ball with Coach Mike Meehan and a longtime Bryan Station coach, longtime Dunbar. You kind of started that program over at Dunbar and brought it to prominence with your son Ben Meehan, the quarterback, and Dougie Allen and company.
Yeah, it was a good football years. What a cutback.
And going to the house. Touchdown. I'm talking to you, Coach, and missing the play.
Yeah, it was awesome. I tell you what, that was Tyler Morse.
Morse, I believe, yeah.
Yeah, Tyler Morse. We'll see that again. That was one of those plays where you had the blocking downfield, too, that helped. See, what's a cutback? Beautiful cutback.
Yeah, Morse with a nice run up the middle and the touchdown, and now it is 27-6. LCA leading Pikeville.
That was the most impressive running play of the night because of the cutback, the blocking on the line of scrimmage, and also the blocking downfield. Way to go, guys. Eagles, good job.
Moore gets the placement down, and the kick is up. Moorhead nails it, and it is 28-6 LCA with 51 seconds to go in the third quarter. We'll be back here on the Mingy Beef Jerky High School Football Game of the Week. And Moorhead shaking up a little bit there, but he'll be okay.
I think he did. I think he twisted his ankle coming off the field.
We'll be back. Mingy Beef Jerky Game of the Week. I'm going to have me some Mingy Beef Jerky.
I wanted to get back on the basketball court.
I want to get back to the ref I used to be.
I want to get back to gardening.
I want to get back to playing with my band.
Only one team is qualified to get patients back to living their lives. Bluegrass Orthopedics has physician experts to assist in your recovery, whether it's an injury or chronic condition. Bluegrass Orthopedics provides convenient, specialized, and comprehensive care for your unique life.
Welcome back here to LCA. Actually, a really good game up to this point. Gary and I mentioned that the difference is that LCA's offense is kicked into gear now, and they're playing great defense.
Birchfield up to the 30, and right there will be stopped.
Good job on LCA's coverage teams all the way around. Good offense, good defense. I like this Pikeville team. I like this quarterback. He just can't seem to get in the rhythm. Too much pressure, Gary.
Yeah, a lot of pressure by LCA's line. They're really getting in there. You know, and it's different guys, Coach. It's Gabe Byrne. It's Matty LeBrec, and it's the other guy that we've noticed, Neil Dickey. They're all getting in there on him. A lot of pressure.
Yeah, I
Selby.
think they found a really good defense, especially on the rush. The sack attack is amazing right here.
Receiver, a little bit of confusion in the backfield, so Hensley will come out to the left side, and the quarterback McNamee. And it's going to give to Birchfield, and he's going to dive up to the 34-yard line.
Yep.
And let's see who was that on the stop? Moore? I think that was Mason Moore.
Yeah, Mason Moore. I think basically they're just trying to get into the second level with these running backs. These running backs are tough, but they can't seem to get in the second level. They're making that 2 or 3 yards, but they just can't get that 6 or 7 yards.
Only 15 seconds to go here in this third quarter. Second down and about 7. And if they're passing, this might be the last play of this first third quarter of action. Give into the line. Birchfield to the 40, and he's close up to the 41-yard line. And that's going to how the third quarter will end. And it will be a first down. Matty LeBrec made the stop there for LCA. So we head to the fourth quarter. And the Lexington Christian Academy Eagles lead the Pikeville Panthers 28-6 here at Lexington's Lexington Christian Academy High School off Reynolds Road. We'll be back on the Mingy Beef Jerky High School Football Game of the Week with fourth quarter action after this.
Some things never change. Like the sound of pads crushing against the equipment, the feel of cleats on fresh-cut grass, or the deep breaths from a full practice. Another thing that never changes, the feeling of relief when the whistle blows for break. And the savory snack to go along with it. This is a moment to remember. This is a Mingy moment.
Wideouts both sides. Sorry, Coach.
Beginning of the fourth quarter, wideouts both sides. You're right.
McNamee to Birchfield, and he's going to be stacked up on that first down and 10. And in there, Mason Moore and company.
Mason Moore. And
also in there, it looked like it was number 8 as well, Coach. And that's Morris. They credit Moore with the tackle. That's what we said. So pick up of about a yard and a half. Second down for Pikeville as we start the fourth quarter. 11:32 to go, and look at that. It is 38, 37 degrees out here right now, folks. If you're watching at home, it's pretty cold. A few more degrees, it'll be freezing. 32 is freezing, right? Is that right, Coach?
That's what they tell me.
That's what they tell me. Yeah. Gary Ball, Mike Meehan, Coach Meehan, and William Warfield, the king of stream. Here's up the middle. That's going to be Birchfield again up to the 47-yard line, where he's knocked down there by a host of Eagles. And Matty Lebrecht, the linebacker, leading the charge, along with Gabe Byrne, that mystery number at the beginning, but Terry Johnson helped us out. No mystery now.
The Sayers, they're brothers, I suppose.
Yeah.
The defense or offensively really good blockers.
Yeah,
I was watching Mason Sayers that time.
Yeah, and the Browns
did a really nice job.
The Browns are obviously brothers for LCA. So Lockhart, who has the 89-yard touchdown catch, is split out to the left. Wide out to the near side for McNamee. Fakes now, throws it over, and it's caught by Lockhart. He dropped the ball. He had it. And then as he made his move upfield, he dropped the ball. So, 10:24 to go, 28-6, LCA. Pikeville's going to bring in their punting team now, Coach. So Pikeville will punt it away to Vernon and Lexington Christian Academy.
They really need to get a drive. They needed a drive that time. This team is not used to being behind like this, and good football team.
Yeah.
But doggone.
Number 1 ranked team in single A and number 1 in double A. Trey Hancock set the punt back at the 35. Good snap this time, and gets off a decent kick. Will Vernon back deep, and he's going to scoop it at the 25 and run out of bounds.
Took a chance there, didn't he?
Sure did.
The ball's a little wet. That could have been a problem.
Next Friday night, it looks like we're going to be at Lexington Catholic and Covington Catholic. That'll be our finale of the regular season on the Mingy Beef Jerky Game of the Week. We'll get to see the number 1 team. Coach, we've seen a lot of number 1 teams this year. We're going to see another one, the number 1 team in 5A, Covington Catholic, 7-0 right now.
They're an amazing football team, and Lexington Catholic gives them a good game usually. So.
Yeah, they always play them tough. Last year had them beat, had them down by 13 points, and then let them back in it, didn't they? Drew Nevis given to the line, and McGahee's going to slide up to the 30, and I literally mean slide.
He did. He just can't seem to hold his feet,
I was Selby. Excuse me, I was Selby, not McGahee.
Mr. Selby, I'm telling you, he's had he's played a great game, but he's had a rough night with certain things too, slipping and falling.
Yeah. Well, he tries to make it a lot happen, doesn't he?
Yeah.
9:52 to go in this game. Lexington Christian marching. Triple receivers. They give now to Morris around the right side and running hard, and Morris up to the 35-yard line where he's knocked down there, and coming up to get him there was Sammy Wright, the free safety. But when your free safety's coming up making plays, that's usually a problem.
Yeah, that's a problem. They're going to have to really buckle down here, Pikeville, to get a big stop if they can. That's a deep motion.
Nevis gives inside and diving up. That's Morris. And he's got the first down to the 38. First down for Tyler Morris.
Yeah, nice job running right over the right guard and tackle. Nice job of running the football, getting the first down.
Pikeville came in 4-1. They've only played 5 games this year, Coach, because of COVID. They've had a couple of games canceled because of COVID, and their only loss was to Campbell County this year.
Yeah, and they traveled 2.5 hours to get here, but traveled 4 hours to get to Campbell County.
Yeah, it's tough. First down, and the Eagles Give to Selby around the right side. He slips again as he tries to cut the corner, but he's stopped over there and knocked down just shy of the 40, at the 39.
You know, we can talk about that for just a minute. I think that it's pretty impressive that Pikeville probably at the last minute had to get a game.
Yep.
And got together with LCA. And I just think it's amazing that these coaches can do that and coordinate that stuff.
That's amazing. And they came up and played Henry Clay earlier in the year, remember? Lost 158-41 over Henry Clay, did Pikeville.
And you know what? It's good for both teams that get this look.
Pass Nevis over to Vernon, and Vernon drops the ball as he saw Lockhart beating down on him for the make to play.
Yeah, wet field, wet ball, Lockhart. That's a combination. You don't want to catch the ball.
Yep.
All three of those.
So Lexington Christian will have some home field advantage in the playoffs. They defeated Somerset and Danville, so they'll be at home all the way through the playoffs.
Yeah, and normally that means a big deal because of crowds. But with COVID and limiting the crowds,
maybe they have to watch us on prep spin.
Yeah.
3rd down and 10 at the 38-yard line for Lexington Christian. They lead 28-6. 9 minutes to play in this football game. Will Vernon goes in motion away from us. Now comes back this way, Coach, to join us. And there's a reverse and a pass over to the far side. And upended and a catch. But what a play turned in over there. And that's turned in by the linebacker, Cottle, Barrett Cottle.
Cottle's made a lot of plays tonight, and it was really good. They tried to trick him with the motion. They brought it over and back and then threw the screen on the other side, but Cottle didn't fall for it. He said, nope, you're not going to do that in my territory.
Pikeville won the state championship last year. They handily defeated Painesville in that state title. What a matchup that was, a mountain matchup in the Class A last year. And Pikeville defeated Painesville, and this year Pikeville's got a good shot to get back to that state championship again, I think, Coach.
Yeah, and I think it's nice. It's really good to see a lot of these mountain teams make it to the big dance, too.
Moorhead's punt, and it's going to bounce and come back to the 35-yard line and be touchdown right at the 35-yard line. And there to touch it down was Josh Terrina.
Okay, here we go. They've had chance after chance.
They sure have.
Going. They just can't seem to get. Like I said, they're almost these runs that look like they're getting 3 or 4 yards could break for 10 or 15 or 20 or even the house if they could just get into the second level, and they just can't do it. These linebackers are coming up making tackles.
Coach, I want to apologize. No stats tonight. We normally have stats when we do these games, but the stat crew's way over in the other press box, and we cannot get any stats over here tonight. So. Apologize for that.
Full moon tonight.
Twins to both sides for McNamee. Back in the pocket. He fires, and it's intercepted by Moore. He's got the whole sideline open to the 20, 10. Mason Moore, a pick six to the near sideline.
He sat on that play. He read that play and sat on that play. McNamee made a little bit of a mistake there. He tried to get rid of the ball too quickly. And Mason Moore was just sitting right on top of it. We'll see that again.
His second interception tonight. We're going to watch a replay here on PrepSpin.com.
He'll get back. We'll see it.
So the extra point here from Moorhead. And we'll tell you about that after we see the play. Moorhead will. We're going to show the extra point and go back to the play again.
Yeah, we'll have plenty of time. So
Moore will hold, and Moorhead will kick it up and through. And here's that play again, the pick six by Mason Moore. 39 yards. The pick six to the near sideline. So 35-6. LCA blown it open here with 6:57 to play, Coach.
Good team, two good teams, but LCA just has everything right now.
Let's thank our sponsors here tonight on Prep Spin. Of course, the Mingy Beef Jerky Game of the Week. Okay, here we go.
Mingy Beef Jerky. Hallway Feeds. Bluegrass Orthopedics. Atkinson, Sims, and Kermode, PLLC. BIM Group. Whitaker Bank, uniquely Kentucky. Bumblebee Team Sports, Ken's Autos in Paris, Commonwealth Credit Union, BD Global, Commonwealth Hand Therapy, Fork Bank, Lexington Diagnostic Center, Strong Shot Fitness, Traditional Bank.
Same apples.
All of our sponsors. Thanks to all those folks here on Prep Spin. They make it possible. Thank you for watching tonight. We hope you've enjoyed it. Lexington Christian 35-6. They're blowing it open here against Pikeville, a quality Class A team. Defending state champions in Class A, Coach, and they've got their quarterback back and Lockhart's back and so they got a quality team. They might win the single A this year.
Turnovers killed him, Gary.
Yeah, 3 turnovers tonight. There's Lockhart, scoops it up at the 15. He's up to the 20, coming in the near side, breaking a tackle, slides at the 25-yard line.
Man, I tell you what, that was a rough pile up there. It looked like they're still hitting like crazy out there. I love to see high school football, all these clean hits, but they're going after each other still.
They call that a smash burger.
Yeah, it was a smash burger. Johnny Bruce Drake is throwing his body around like crazy out there. Look like we have some subs probably coming in.
72 is in there for LCA at the nose tackle, Coach.
Yeah.
Carter Gillespie.
5'11", 230-pound sophomore. Yeah, they have quite a few subs, I think, coming in and out.
Yeah, and they want to get a timeout on the field with 6:51 to go in this game, and LCA 35-6. They've really what was it, 14-6 at halftime, Coach?
Yes.
They've blown it open here with 21 unanswered.
So LCA will have home field advantage in the playoffs.
Yep.
Who do you expect them to meet in the first, second
Somerset
round?
Later in the round. Somerset, possibly Danville. Those teams will be a big factor. That's who they played last year in the playoffs, and they played them, I believe, at Somerset, didn't they, William? Because Somerset got the 1-point win here in the regular season, and then got the narrow victory in the playoffs. So Somerset, teams like that, but Belfry Corbin was defeating them pretty good tonight, I heard.
I saw that, yeah.
So
what about Western Kentucky, these 2A?
Mayfield.
It's always Mayfield.
Mayfield is tough. Always a quality football team, and I'm going to look at some scores here right now, Coach, and tell you about some of those other scores if we can. I'm sure they're
updating, hopefully.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you would think those 6:30 games would be over by now. 35-6 here, LCA. And running up to the 30-yard line. Birchfield, I believe, just went with the direct snap, didn't he?
I think so, yeah.
I think that was Birchfield.
I think maybe.
Yeah, it was Birchfield.
Yeah.
Number 12 was the quarterback. So now it looks like they're going to bring 15 in there, Coach, for Pikeville. 15.
Yeah, that's Blankenship. Adam Blankenship, 6 foot, a wide receiver normally as a junior.
Yeah, I believe they're going to bring him in at no, they're going to have Blake Birchfield at the quarterback spot, and he gives to the 45 up to the 40-yard line.
That was a pretty good run there, pretty good play.
45.
Yeah, that was Braden Thomas.
Braden Thomas with the carry. Took it up to the 40-yard line with 6 minutes to go in this football game. Fourth quarter action, 35-6. LCA leads Pikeville. 2 top-ranked teams. Pikeville number 1 in single A, and the number 1 team in double A right now. The double A team kind of flexing their muscles a little bit, aren't they?
They are. A lot of juniors on these teams.
Yeah, both of them.
Both teams.
The quarterback for Pikeville, McNamee's a junior, and a lot of juniors for the LCA team.
This big guy's a junior.
Braden Thomas. Boy, Thomas bulls his way. He looks like Larry Zonka running out there, doesn't he?
He's a tough dude. You can tell. Yeah. It was a hard tackle, but he did a good job of hitting him in there that was McGahee again.
Yeah, Chase McGahee. Pickup of 7. So you're going to get Birchfield back in for Pikeville. Well, Pikeville used to have some battles with Beechwood back when I covered the radio from Northern Kentucky. 80s and 90s, it was always either Beechwood or Pikeville. Beechwood or Pikeville. I remember Pikeville had Hackney and Doremus. Man, they were a solid football team. They won the state that year. And there is Birchfield, and he's got the first down to the 47-yard line.
Gary, was that about 87?
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Yeah,
Yep.
That was a good football team.
Yep.
I think at that time, I think Henry Clay maybe was really good too. Tremendous defensive team back in those days.
Covenant Catholic had a good team back then. They won the state in 87, I believe, and then they won it again in 93, 90. But it was either Highlands or Cov Cath. It seemed like Highlands won a bunch of state, but Highlands has kind of fallen on hard times here lately.
But again, you and I have talked about that. They're building a lot of schools up in that area and dividing those players.
Yep. Twins to both sides. Birchfield gets inside, and that's Braden Thomas. And, boy, he's down to the – he looks like a man on a mission.
Yeah.
Get out of my way.
He's running over people. Yeah, that was pretty rough on let me get this number. Yeah, Will Bevins, excuse me. He is a freshman, and he tried to stand in the way of the big bull, and it didn't work out very well.
Bull in a china shop. His name's Braden Thomas. He's in there running back with Birchfield.
You watch. Bevins won't quit, though. You watch. He'll sit in there. He'll get his nose in there.
Here's Thomas again, and he's to the 30 and running down to the 25-yard line. And looks like 59 made the play there, Coach. 59 for LCA. And that is Starnes. Landon Starnes made the play, but
we're pulling out some more names.
So this is the JV team in there right now for LCA.
It looks like it.
A couple of freshmen sprinkled in there, but mainly it's the JV team with those freshmen sprinkled in.
Brady Clark looked pretty good offensively for Pikeville blocking on that one. So
they're state champion 8th graders.
Yep, they won the state championship as 8th graders, Coach.
Yeah,
I remember that team. 3 minutes, 12 seconds. Here's Birchfield around the right side, and he's going to take it all the way down to the 15-yard line, tripped up there and coming up to make that play, 14. And that is going to be Josh Terrina. And Brown helped out as well.
Terrina and Brown. It sounds like a couple lawyers.
Sounds like a law firm. So this is the Mingy Beef Jerky Game of the Week. We're at Lexington Christian, 35-6. Does this score surprise you? A 29-point lead for LCA?
It did, but honestly, turnovers did. I mean,
yeah.
It's just McNamee didn't not have a good game, and offensively they just couldn't block the defensive rush from the Eagles.
2:27 to go in this game, and we're going to have a timeout.
Yeah, players down over here.
Yeah, timeout for injured player.
He hurt his back or something.
Officials timeout with 2:20 to give us time to talk about the Mingy Beef Jerky Game of the Week. We'll wrap up the regular season next Friday night, Coach. Man, it was a quick season, wasn't it?
Quick season. You know why it was a quick? 59. Yeah, he's holding his hip like he got a little hip pointer or something on the play. One of the reasons, Gary, it was so quick is we didn't have all those scrimmages and those bowl games that we normally do.
Right.
I think that really made the game.
So it was a very quick season. Playoffs start in 2 weeks, November 13th, the playoffs start. And, of course, William and the King of Stream will have all the playoffs up until the William will be gone the 23rd of November, but we'll still have the playoffs. I think we'll have them covered here on Prep Spin. I think we'll have maybe Jack Haynes or somebody will be there to help produce it, won't they, William?
Figure something out.
Somebody, yeah. We'll have to figure it out.
So anyway, we have 2:21 to go here in this one. 35-6. Birchfield out of the pistol. He has To his right, a running back, and that is Braden Thomas, and he's down to the left side and breaks the tackle, cuts it back, and still running, and does he get in with the touchdown? Second effort.
Second, third effort.
Braden Thomas.
He's punishing tacklers. I know there's some younger kids in there, but he is punishing these tacklers. Looks like he lives in the weight room a little bit. Good-looking young man. Yeah. Watch this, Gary. Nice block by 22, but he bounced off that.
Larry Zonka bouncing off people,
34.
doesn't he? I'm giving away my age, I guess, talking about Larry Zonka because nobody's mentioned and I'm talking about him. How about Jim Kick?
Oh, Jim Kick in the same backfield, yeah. Jim Kick, Larry Zonka.
They were on that Dolphins team that was undefeated.
Yeah, and it was also, I've got the Sports Illustrated where they got away with a little extracurriculars on the front page of the Sports Illustrated.
Hancock's kick is up and good. So with 2 minutes to go in this game, Braden Thomas with the touchdown run and makes it 35-13. LCA on top of Pikeville here. Two number one ranked teams, two number one teams. The Pikeville number one in single A and LCA number one in double A. We'll be back on the Mingy Beef Jerky High School Football Game of the Week, Lexington Christian Academy.
Same apples, same phone, same coffee, same items, different prices. So why would you pay more for the same thing? Lexington Diagnostic Center and Open MRI can save you 30 to 60% compared to the costs of local hospitals. We have a state-of-the-art facility in the Lexington area. We believe that every patient deserves the best in affordable, quality care. Avoid surprise billing. Come to Lexington Diagnostic Center. Imaging focused on you.
By the numbers, Whitaker Bank loves the Kentucky communities we serve.
Whitaker Bank supports 496 Kentucky schools.
Over 282,000 students benefit from Whitaker Bank's Kentucky education initiatives.
Whitaker Bank has contributed almost $441,000 to education programs for the advancement of Kentucky's youth.
We share your passion, Kentucky.
Love the bank that loves you back.
Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky.
Back here at Lexington Christian Academy, the Eagles Nest, they call it here. Lexington Christian, 35-13 now. Pikeville just scored. Braden Thomas bulled it in, literally bulled it in.
And we'll get to hopefully see some different players on the Eagles offense now.
Here's the kick, and it'll be at the near side, taken in at the 30 by Brown, and he is going to be hit, and by Luke Ray, I believe it was.
Yeah, number 23 put the stop to him.
At the 32, returned by Brown. So we have just a minute 55 coach in this game, and LCA leads 35-13. LCA will take a 6-1, 7-1 record into the playoffs. They don't have a game scheduled next Friday night, Coach.
I heard that. Yeah, they're off. And I don't think they want to schedule a game.
That would be the only week they'd be off. Would be the. Yeah, and let Xavier Brown heal up with that ankle. Yep. Let Brown heal up, and
it's a good idea, actually.
Yeah, and Elijah Hammond will probably be back. Give up the gut to the 35, running over the far side, Coach, and that is Blake Caudle.
Talk a little bit about that Dobbs dad.
No, that's excuse me. That is Josh Teharina. With a minute 35 to play in this game.
Yeah, there's players. They've showed they've got a lot of weapons today without those three guys. But people haven't seen Xavier Brown play. He's an exceptionally.
He's a D1 talent, Division I talent. He's already got Division I offers.
He's a receiver that can take the top off the defense. He catches the ball short. He plays on the defense.
Yeah. And the quarterback in there right now for Lexington Christian is Teal, and so Ethan Teal. So Ethan Teal in at quarterback.
Yeah, that was Caudle on the carry.
We have just 50 seconds. This will probably do it. After this play, this will probably do it, and Lexington Christian will go to 7-1, and Pikeville will drop to 4-2. Good season for the Eagles. Only lost to Douglas. Teal gives inside and up to the 38-yard line. There comes is that a flag?
Yeah, there's a flag. Yeah, a flag from the line judge over here.
the ball carrier coach was Will Rich, 15. Oh, they said Gadalis.
Holding penalty against LCA.
I tell you, teams, a lot of them right now at this point need to update their rosters with the KHSA, don't they?
They do. They really do.
Yeah. 26 seconds. Are they going to have to run another? Yeah, there's 20 seconds, so there's a difference of about 2 or 3 seconds from the play clock and the game clock. Teal. Right side and bullying up to the 30-yard line, coach.
Right?
Yep, that was Gadalis, Cooper Gadalis.
Cooper Gadalis, that should be it. That should be
That should be the game, and it's all over, 000s, and LCA, they finished the regular season 7-1. Pikeville drops to 4-2, but Pikeville will be a power in the single A, so double A power, LCA 35-13 tonight. Great ball game all the way around. LCA without Xavier Brown, they played tremendous defense, and I thought a coming out part. I know Mason Moore's been coming out against Dunbar and a lot of other teams, but he really had a great game tonight. The pick six, a couple of interceptions, but I think really all in all, LeBrec played well defensively. Gabe Byrne played great defensively. But I tell you what, LCA Selby, what a game by Selby.
Selby had a wonderful game, and you got to give some props to the kicker who just came in there all of a sudden, taking the place of somebody, a really good kicker, Dobbs, that they had.
Yeah, Moorhead.
Yeah, Moorhead came in there and did a heck of a job.
So, great game, 35-13. That does it for us here at the Eagles Nest at Lexington Christian, where tonight the Eagles triumph 35-13 over Pikeville. Good game by the LCA Eagles for the King of Stream, William Warfield. And Coach Mike Me and Joe Allen and Ty Schott. This is Gary Ball, 35-13. LCA wins it over Pikeville. And join us next week, Covington Catholic and Lex Cath, and that'll be played over at Lexington Catholic. Until next week, so long, everybody. Have a great weekend.